Hail, welcome to the HomeBhoys Late podcast. It is Friday the 30th of August. I am, of course, Joe McCann. It is almost 8:30. We are back. Cameras on this week, so you get to see my lovely mug and the bold Scott McCory, who is with me in the sidecar. He is the Grandma to my Wallace. Is that fair to say, Scott?
Fuck off. Paddy fucked off already. One bit apart, he's away.
It doesn't get much better than that. So we've also got, well, at least say hello to people. Scott,
Oh, aye. Hello to the people.
We're also wearing, we're both wearing khaki, isn't that? Matching khaki as mine is green, white, and orange. Scott is green and white. And we are joined by.
How's that no fucking PG when they fucking get his one? So I had to go and get me one.
It's not that he couldn't get you one, he just didn't want to give you one. So
no, I understand that. That's why I'm calling him a prick.
And I didn't get the memo to wear one. I have one, but my leg's too short. I'm not going to get it.
So as you can tell, we're joined by the mirth magician himself, Mr. Paddy McDonnell, a man that's got more dates than a Middle Eastern fruit farmer. And he's here to join us today to talk about Celtic. But we're going to start off with a wee bit of chat to you, Paddy, because every time you come on and talk to us, it's always you've been far and wide, and you're an active person. I'm starting to think that on social media there's more than one. You're like the Wolf Tones of comedians.
I know.
You can play a gig in Sydney and Boston in one night.
People's like, where were you not? Do you know what I mean? And then they see you the next day, drop the kids at school, and they're like, what's going on? What is going on? But it's good to be busy. Do you know what I mean? You have to be busy. It's good that I'm getting far and wide, to be honest with you. I sell more tickets in Australia and fucking Scotland than I do in fucking Dublin. So we need to try and sort that out.
Do you think the Dubs have a bit of an aversion to the West Belfast crack you're bringing? Like, because I do find sometimes being down here, like, see when I went to live in America, I made a point of not losing my accent as much. And I go to Belfast, cons go, you silly dick, right? But see, when I'm down here and I'm trying to have West Belfast crack with them, it just comes across as overly aggressive to them. And they're a bit scared of me. I mean, I'm like, fuck, I gotta temper it back a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that. I think another thing about it too is they do see us as the dirty cousins. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way they look at it. You know, they sort of just
see what you're saying about the accents, because like we've spoken with this in the past. I always see Belfast as kind of us. Now the Glasgow ones were always the same. We're the fucking, and there's nothing aggressive about you cunts. And I don't find Glasgow people aggressive, but you hear it. Or this part, you're very aggressive. Whereas Dubs maybe see themselves as Edinburgh cunts, you know.
Yeah. Maybe they want to be aggressive and they're not, and they want to
and they're pissed off about it. I reckon they do.
I haven't got the heart for it. Anyways, Paddy, give us an update on what's happening. I mean, every time I go on fucking Facebook, you're again said you're somewhere, you're everywhere. What's coming up that the Tims need to know about?
Well, I'm definitely doing a bigger Glasgow tour. I didn't go to Edinburgh this year. I didn't want to spend the money to go over and entertain people. You know, last year I done it, sold it all out, and you don't make money at it. You just don't make money at it. So it was one of them ones where I was like, you know what? I don't want to go over this year and not make money. I could do 2 nights in Edinburgh and make as much as doing them a whole month, you know. So I sort of didn't do it. Also, I have the Glasgow date, which is in the O2 Academy on the 24th of October. It's the biggest show that I've done in Glasgow. And up until now, I've only ever done 300, 350 max. I've done maybe 2 shows, but, you know, so in one shot, this is a big punt. And I'm just hoping it pays off. Now, we're going well. There's 500 tickets or something sold, and it's not until the end of October. But we need to get the word out. Need to get the boys to assemble.
I'm going to get you on the pod and we'll sell to the millions, mate. Me and my fucking 3 followers. Know what I mean?
Get the troops out there. Package it in if it's in the Champions League week. Package it in
the
trip. You know what I mean?
But Joe, you've just said it there. See the Champions League. Let's hope Celtic are at home that week, man.
That's a
hell.
Because I've got tickets for it, Paddy, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying to my missus, "Fuck, we could be away that Wednesday."
I know. And you know what? It's not the first time it's happened. Like I had a show booked in Belfast. It would have been the biggest show back then. And we drew Man City in the Champions League, right? And as soon as the draw happened and I seen the date for the match, I was like, we're playing Man City at Parkhead that night, and I phoned the organisers and I was like, "You need to move that date." And they were like, "We've just printed 10,000 copies of a program. It can't be changed." And I went, "Well, there's going to be a page in it where I'm not in it, and I'm not going to be in the spot because we're playing Man City, and everybody I know would go to or is going to sit in the house, even maybe not even be over at the match." And my wee lad supported Man City from P1 because Man City had won the league, and all the kids in the school all started supporting them. And
Right.
I went, I want to bring him. I want to bring him to watch us playing them. So I booked the 3 match package for home, and I got the away match through. It was the boxer. What do you call him? Ah, Manchester City supporter boxer. Fucking can't
Oh,
remember.
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton.
Reggie Hatton's like, "I'll get you over for that one." And we went to the 2 matches. And the funny thing was, when we went to the first match at home, he seen the atmosphere, my wee lad, and he was like, "Jesus, that was unbelievable. It was 3 each. You remember that match? It was unbelievable,
Aye,
right?"
Dembele, aye.
And then we went to City's ground, and Reggie Hatton was outside being interviewed, and he was bringing us obviously into the ground. And the girl says, "Who's your friends?" He says, "Well, that's this guy's from Belfast. This is his son." He says, "Now he's Celtic, but his son's Man City." And our party grabbed him and went, "No, no, I support Celtic now." And I was like, that's it. It was brilliant.
That's that.
So it was just, I didn't have to, because his mummy was going to me, "What are you going to do? You're going to stop him from supporting him?" And I was like, "You can't stop somebody from supporting a team." Do you know what I mean? As much as you wouldn't want him not to support Celtic, but I'm glad it happened in the way it happened. It was a natural progression. He got to see that he was on the dark side and he came back over again. So it's happened before.
I say that my missus is we'll talk about football and try to force them into things and stuff like that. And I've said to my missus here, he can be gay, he can be lesbian, he can be black, he can be white, he can be Protestant, he can be Chinese, he just can't be a Hun. That's the fucking one thing he can't be a fucking Hun. He's fucking he's out the window when that starts that push. So I've got a couple of questions for you, Pat. Right, so obviously I watch your podcast and stuff like that. And I keep up with all you boys on there. I love the scene you guys have got with Wee Willie and fucking all the crew. So you done the boxing recently, huh? 2 fights?
Yep.
Is that
Two
right?
fights. Yeah, that's right.
How did they
100%.
go on?
Well, the first one was the comedians boxing, and we'd done it last year. And the guy I headlined it last year, I fought a guy, Roe Boyle, who only started doing comedy 2 years. He was a European kickboxing champion, and all of a sudden he turned up, and they're like, "He's a comedian and he's fighting you," and I'm like, "Well, this is a bit strange. This never heard of this guy." Blah blah blah. So get in last year and fought him, but we sort of just me and him both had been in contact, and we were like, "Do you know what? It's a comedians boxing match. We're not really that worried about it and stuff like that, and we'll just get in and do a spar." And the shit that we got from doing that was like non-stop. People like two wankers and blah blah blah. So the comedian who everybody, Mickey Bartlett, everybody says he was the best fighter on the night. So I called him out and I was like, "Well, I'll fight him next year," you know?
He's
So,
a big old unit.
oh, yes, like, no doubt, like a Mickey boxed. So it was one of them ones. Everybody was saying he was technically, all the boxers were going to me, he's boxed before because he's technically got all the accolades. He knows how to move his feet and all that. And Mickey does. He trains his boxing 3 times a week or whatever. So said I'd fight him. So it was the whole process. I was in Australia for a month touring, and over there I was just training every day and training with different boxing ones, and then just I put my head down and went for it. Now the week before, there's a thing called half pace hurling over here, right?
Yeah.
Which is for old boys who used to play hurling, and you go and you're meant to walk. So I went down there and I had fitness about me, so I thought I was fucking Ronaldinho. Do you know what I mean? And I'm running about like a nut, and I pulled my hamstring, and it was 2 weeks before the fight. And then get into the fight, first round, taking the head off him, and then at the end of the first fight, the leg went. Second round, I had to just let him punch me to try and find comfort, and then the third round, sort of counter punched, and it was a draw. So fast forward then, a couple of weeks later, I had a second fight there, which was against a guy called the Burr. So you can take out of that what you want, and we got in, and he beat me. He beat me, but I mean, like, he didn't hurt me, but he beat me. He was 2 stone heavier than me, and it was a scrap more than a boxing match. But I was dead on. Lived to fight the tail, and I'll do it again. I say there's men all around the world that pay for a wee bit of punishment. I just do it for nothing. You know.
That's fucking brilliant, mate. And you lost some beef, huh?
I know it's 5.5 stone off. So
Fucking
Wow.
hell, man, it's unreal.
yeah.
Fucking
So,
hell, man.
but it's
And you
it's
keep
like
that
people
up, you
see me
still have a
boxing.
baby.
What?
You
No,
still have a
I
baby.
I don't drink like even a third of what I used to drink. Like I genuinely
I
don't.
bet you still take a still like if you're going to the game, take a wee snifter, take a wee shot of wine
Aye,
or something.
of course. Yeah. No doubt about it. Like, and
Good
if
lad.
I'm out at a concert or something like that, so I wouldn't say that I don't drink anymore. That would be a lie, but I definitely don't think. But the big thing is the food and keeping up with the training. But like people see you, because obviously you're on social media, people see you boxing and they see all these things you're training, and what people don't see is like when I go training 7 o'clock in the morning, see, I'm dropping the kids to school, I can't walk. So people are looking, going,
Right.
"How the fuck he boxing at this stadium?" Do you know? And it's at this age, like at 40, I'm 44, right? So at 44, like it's your body's telling you need to ways up. Do you know what I
Aye.
mean? It's just, but it's you just have to recover in time. But it takes you like 4 or 5 days to recover from things, like you know.
Paddy, you're in right
But
company here, kid. You're in right
Listen,
fucking
Paddy's
company
gonna
here.
say,
Huh?
listen,
Look at these athletes I say you.
your best friend is ibuprofen. I mean, fucking just shovel that shit down your neck. Where you go?
morphine, mate, morphine. I fucking
Morphine,
passed the
aye.
proofing. That doesn't do anything for me. It's morphine now.
Brilliant, mate. But you've got a wee bit of gout now, have you?
I just want
We
to say, I
better
got
go.
leg problems all around.
People say, "Oh, good, that's a rich man's disease." It's not. It's all the inbreeding that we had in Ireland after the fucking famine,
Bunch of
and
club
that's not
foot
a joke.
fucking.
It's not a joke. It's
I
like
didn't think
one
Europe
hundred
didn't grow
percent.
like that.
Here, I'm telling you, listen. See, in Ireland after the famine, 1 million people left, and 1 million people died. So, see, after the famine, I'm telling you now, your cousin was only your cousin from the front. That was the way it was, and that was just it. You know. So we all we all have fucking all them we all have arthritis and fucking all things wrong with us, and that all comes from that, malnutrition, so but that's what it is. I'm blaming it on that because I had gout before I had any money about me. Do you know what I mean? When I was on the brew, so it's definitely not a rich
Eh,
man's disease.
You're
Like
starting
that
to
fucking QC.
you're starting to freak me out here, Paddy. I just bought this fucking elbow fucking support today, and my man and dad had the same surname when they got married.
Yep. There you go, Joe. Joe, I didn't want to say anything to you, but your eyes are definitely closer together. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's
Fucking
it's
chemically
hell,
like
you're full
that's
full of
chemically engineered.
it's like it's like people say to me about wee William. If they don't know the crack, William Thompson. He's a wee comedian from East Belfast. We hunt, and he does a podcast with me. He's a Protestant. I'm a Catholic, obviously. Now he has cerebral palsy, and that's what I say to people. Like he's cerebral palsy and a Protestant. I don't know if the two's connected. It's just I've never met anybody who's a Catholic who had it, so I can't really judge it. Like I just know it as that kind of thing.
It's the people's disease.
we yeah we are the cripples they call themselves, and
Wee Wally, he seems like a total cunt, mate. Seems like an absolute
oh,
He's
belter.
you
very
know
funny,
what?
William.
He is brand new. He is brand new.
Aye.
Do you know? I torture him about being a Rangers supporter, but the photos that he has of him in Rangers taps, I think it was his dad put them on him when he was a kid because he supports Chelsea more than he supports anybody else, which I don't think is much better to be honest.
That's not
But
much fucking better.
he doesn't really watch football. But he came to Parkhead, no, with me like that day. He went to Parkhead, and he didn't love it, but he was all right. Like he was like, it's all right. Like it was no hassle to him. It was some crack though. I the whole way walking in, that's he telling everybody. He says, as soon as we get up in the stand, he was like, "Well, I'd be all right. I'd be like, get dead on." I was up. I said, "Excuse me, can you let us in? He's a hunt," and just told everybody and told everybody. And the videos went viral on TikTok. Like everybody
I
loved it. You
just
know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
I've seen some of it. I've seen some of
Oh,
it.
it was so funny. Just the pictures of him with a big sour face sitting in Parkhead. It was great. It was great. I had to leave early because we were doing a show at night. But no, it was good crack. It was. So yeah, over in Scotland, going to announce a Scottish tour as well, which is something that I can't give away where, but it's going to be all over Scotland. And I got my visa for America. Going to be heading over there. Plan to be over there and maybe do the week of the convention next year in Vegas and have shows in Las Vegas that week and
Amazing,
stuff.
mate.
So
Superb.
Unreal. Like, so things have moved on a wee bit. Like we're trying to go to bigger markets. My manager's like, "Where do you want to do next?" And I was like, "China. It has the most people. I'll learn Mandarin." Do you know what I mean? Learn Mandarin.
But
Don't know.
isn't there an
Don't
Well,
English
say
speaking
that,
comedy
mate. They'll
scene out
fucking
there?
copy you. They'll
There
copy.
is.
They'll fucking
That,
swab you and copy you.
Who was I was listening
listen,
to somebody? Let's comedian I was listening to. Tom Rhodes was talking about it. He plays out in Asia a lot because
I know Tom very well. Yeah, he's in Thailand at the
he's
minute,
amazing.
actually.
He's amazing.
So he is. Um, yeah, Tom Rhodes. Fuck, I gigged with him in the Limelight of all places in Belfast, and he was like, he was doing an interview while I was about to go on stage, and he was saying, I used to gig here in Belfast back in the Troubles. He says it's mad now, nobody does any jokes about the Troubles, and I went on stage and fucking pulled a balaclava on him, and he nearly had a fucking stroke, and I didn't even know he was doing it. And the girl interviewing him was like, it was one of them moments where he went, I can't believe that just happened. Do you know what I mean? And But yeah, Tom, he's over in Thailand at the minute. But you find out with most places there is gigs that you can do all over where they want to learn English. Like when I done a gig in Amsterdam, and there was two in the front who were the only two that weren't from fucking England, Scotland, Wales, or Ireland, and in the whole gig, and they were Dutch, and I was like, "Why are you here?" And because obviously everybody else came here because they knew I was on, and your man says, "Oh, I came the whole way up from Rotterdam. It's just I like to learn the English language," and I laughed. I fucking laughed. I says, "There's a guy in Rotterdam who's run the boat going, yo, up if you're learning English from me or a fucking Scots person, like fucking hell, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean?"
As you say, Paddy, the same part. I go and tour with a couple of Dortmund boys just all the time, just daft stories, you know what I mean? And there was a boy at Trap the first night, he didn't speak any English at all. And he would send us messages, try to get me fucking. I would send him voice notes, man. He's like, I'm going to learn English after you. So I was like, fucking, good luck, kids. Good luck with that, you fucking maniac. Cunts can't understand me doing the fucking boat on the main street, you know what I mean?
I don't know what to mean because I didn't know what to say, but fucking I agree with you.
Fuck you. Ain't you funny, do you?
The thing about it, it's mad. I can understand the Glasgow accent more than a Cork one because obviously going to Scotland for years, you know what I mean? I get it. But like, I was with a couple of boys from Cork over in Australia on Easter Sunday. They were trying to talk to me, and I swear to God, they might as well been talking, Dutch or Norwegian. I didn't know what they were saying, and I was going, "I just need to repeat this." They were so far past it that I couldn't understand it.
See, when I lived in New York, Paddy, like I lived in fucking, in Brooklyn at one point, which is dead fucking, mixed and fucking real multicultural. Then I ended up living like up in the Bronx, right, in a fucking Irish neighborhood, and I met some of the most rural cunts from around Ireland. See, the ones I struggled to understand the most was the fucking Papa Donegal ones. It was fucking ridiculous. Oh, it was unbelievable. I was sitting in a fucking house party.
Joe, that was Gaelic they were speaking. That's why I couldn't understand them.
No, he's wearing fucking twos. Brilliant, man.
Fuck's sake, man. I thought
Paddy, are you talking to Connor Burns yet?
No, he's still failing with me. That's done. Completely done. Completely done. There's no going back there. Like, it's completely finished. Which is a pity. Do you know what I mean? But sure, it's his loss, not mine.
Oh goodness. Right, we get on to Celtic.
Right. Aye. So,
you were the only one at the game, were you?
Joe, do you know what? I wasn't at the game and I've got a ticket.
Fuck! It's been one of those fucking episodes where it's rare that nobody was at the game.
None of the troops. So, by the way, explain where the rest of the boys are. I don't actually know where Liam is.
We don't know where Liam is. He's out and about, which could mean anything. That's okay. That's kind of shit spice. Who the fuck knows? I mean, Jason's in Bilbao, his second home.
Aye.
Harper didn't want to come on. He's got up early in the morning. And where's Flanagan?
Flynn's at a party or something, a wedding or something.
Yeah, nobody's inviting Flynn to parties.
Flynn's in Clonard Monastery lighting candles. So yes. That's where Flynn is.
So it's just us.
You dropped the weight off this morning, Biggin. Look how excited he is about the pod tonight.
Right.
So
So
St Mirren, no, Joe, I wasn't at the game, never got a sniffer ticket, mate. I mean, my 3 contacts, I never got one off the bus, I never got one off my fella. And the guy I usually go, he's like, nah, nothing for you. I probably could have went in the St Mirren then, but none of the troops really wanted to. And see, to be honest, when I seen the fucking rain bucketing down, I was like, do I really want to be sitting watching Celtic in the away end, not being able to cheer and all that? I was like, nah, fuck it. But I thought Celtic were brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant, man. What a tough place that's been. I don't care what anybody says. That Stephen Robinson knows how to set up his fucking team. And I thought the way we dealt with him was just... The way we dealt with him is why I think every cunt's so confident with this weekend. Because we went there and we have made that a hard place to be, and we've done that job like that, man. We never gave them a fucking sniff.
See this pre-season. I don't know if you remember too much of last season, right? But pre-season last year, we played Athletic Club at Celtic Park. I went to see them. We're terrible, right? And then the first couple of games you can remember, like we were just about winning and all, and we were worried. Everybody was going, "Has Rodgers lost it here?" And everybody was worried about the preseason. See this preseason, Jesus Christ! Talk about hitting the ground running. And then everything else that's happening across the city, like I'm sure it just helps the boys. Like I'm sure they're laughing and going, it just gives them that wee bit of like, right, well, but I hope Rogers, and I think he will. I've seen a wee clip of him saying something like, "This is our paradise, but it should be hell for everybody else,"
Yeah.
and that's the way it should be. Parkhead, European nights, every club that came to it, whether it was AC Milan, Man United, they could be confident, but they were fucking worried. And it was hard to get a result. You remember, we normally won the 3 home matches, and we were doing really well. So just hoping that we get a bit of that back and that the team pushes on. And I think some of the signings have been fairly good. I really like some of the signings that we've done. So I'm confident, like, don't know about the rest of us.
Well, I'm scarred by preseasons because I went to Wembley when we won the Wembley Cup, and I thought this is fucking here we'll fucking go, and then it turned into an absolute fucking mudslide from there on, right? So but there was something about this preseason I do agree with you that was just very like, well, this is very slick, and we're playing very very good teams here, and this is looking good. But again, you're always a bit hesitant.
See, the thing I think that's kind of worked for us is that we almost didn't start playing under Rodgers until March. We had that wee spell, sure. We had that wee spell at Christmas where it kind of got us back in the league and we took advantage and we got ourselves and we made sure we beat them again and stuff like that. But we didn't actually start playing Brendan Rodgers football till about March. So, I mean, like, I remember they were talking to, see in the summer, they were talking to Kuhn and they said to him, "Are you kind of gutted that the pre-season, the season finished anew?" And he's like, no, because I think once we get into pre-season and we all start working, I think it'll probably still be on the pre-season. He's like, I think we'll be getting ourselves because we've got so much more today. I don't know if the team or just everybody just kind of bought in at the one time and went, "This is fucking good." So whilst we've had Rodgers since last year, we've only really started the new, or relatively the new. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does.
And I think the Kilmarnock defeat in the cup has fucking put a light up every cunt's arse. Everybody wants, don't be taking trophies off us, not a hint, which is mad. I mean, you think of the age of us, and we saw Martin O'Neill's treble year, and we dined on that for 100 years. We saw a treble. The Huns were winning them at fucking like that. And we eventually go one and we're like, "Oh, get a DVD on, get a tape on again." And you think, no, but you've got trebles falling out your ass, man. What a time to be alive, man.
No, it's very good, and I think Rodgers too. He's just starting to establish some of the. He's put a few players out who weren't his, and he's now trying to put his own stamp on the team and bringing some of the players in that he's trying to bring in, so you can see what he's trying to do, and he's enjoying it again. So let's hope he knows how to work the board and the players then do the business for him, and they seem to want to play for him. So it's been great. It's been great. I feel more confident this year, like, than I did last year. Definitely.
I think kind of what we're seeing now, Scott, is like Do you remember when Rodgers came back? We had a conversation on this show saying basically, are they bringing him back, going like, "Here's these players, do your Brendan Rodgers thing." We did it before, fucking do it again. Like, fucking snap your fingers, do that Mary Poppins stuff you did.
Yeah.
Make every shape player we had last year brilliant, right? And I think now what we're seeing is the evidence of how Brendan Rodgers levels up players. I mean, how he brings players further. I mean, how he starts sort of going like, well, I'm going to raise the standard here bit by bit. Who's going to meet it? Who's going to meet it? And there's something about the way that he's managed to do that. And we're starting to see the fruits of that, because last season it felt like a struggle, but it felt like a struggle because, one, we as fans, and I think him as a manager, felt like he probably didn't get immediately what he was kind of told and promised. And because the way he was talking about new structures, new ideas, and ways of going forward, it didn't necessarily materialize very, very quickly. It didn't materialize a lot really until it's probably the second half of the season to some degree. And now I suppose we're seeing something of what we expected to see last season when he first came in, but he's already done a fucking massive job in the players that are already there. So basically all he's doing now is adding kind of cream to the top of the latte. What that for an analogy? Fuck, that's good, isn't it?
Fucking
had to read it all that shit, didn't it?
Paddy, if you want to bail the new Paddy, I'm hanging about myself. Fuck this, man.
A fucking latte.
See, to be honest, Joe, I agree with a lot of that, but as we sit there now, and if it does keep going the way it's going, Brendan Rodgers, honestly, for all the things that we said about him when he left us, and he did fuck off and leave us, but what Brendan Rodgers is doing now, if everything keeps going, Brendan Rodgers has got us by the ball sack, and he's dragging us up to a different level, because the club gave him a whole shitload of signings last year. And I was a bored boss sack, and I'm going, oh, you never know. But he rightly, with hindsight, rightly went, this isn't good enough. This isn't what I wanted. And he started, and obviously Mark Law went. So he's obviously put Marty tell us face to face, and he says, I've heard that Brendan Rodgers is doing all his own scouting now. So that was the point that so we're at a point now, and I'm led to believe he was offered 6 and 7 players in January, and he said, nah, they're not to the level I want. And it's a hard, see the fact we got all the line, it makes it worth it. If we'd lost the league, it's a different argument. But see the fact we got all the line and we finished the way we did, it puts us into this fantastic situation now, where you've got Brendan Rodgers basically knowing, nah, I want that level. I don't want that level. I want that level. And that's bringing our whole club up. See, I mean, I've got all the signings apart from the American boy, and I've kind of done a wee bit of research on them. But see this Belgian boy, I mean, it's not even fucking signed yet, but see this Belgian boy, and Ida, to be honest, it's changed how we are playing the game now. And I think it's excellent. I'm so enthused.
But I would see saying that's got to be like, that's a really good point that he's dragging it up, right? I think that's part of his project coming back, is going like, I'm going to raise the standard to a point whereby anything below that's going to be a significant deficit, and that's really going to cause problems. I mean, at the end of the day, if you raise the standard to a certain degree, any fucking drop off is really going to be severe. You know what I mean? I think his idea maybe is like, going like, I'm going to fucking, like, this club needs to be raised up, and I need to fucking do it. I mean, and there's something very kind of genuine about kind of the way he's approaching it. You know what I mean? And he seems to be enjoying himself. And I really fucking like, you look at Sunday, right? Fucking conditions were fucking pish. Played some fucking great football, and all 3 of those goals were just from really good football. There was no accidents, there was no deflections. It was all just great football.
I don't know if you've noticed on Saturday. See the first goal, Callum McGregor, is that right? Callum McGregor, first goal winner. See Ida, right? I know already the away fan, big dumpling, and I see some Celtic fan. See Ida was wrestling with the centre half, allowing Callum McGregor so much space to find that spot. See that's fucking brilliant for me. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, Big Ida's fucking wrestling with that boy. And you know, for it, we all love Kyogo. Kyogo is fucking outstanding. But Kyogo's not going to be wrestling with that boy, allowing that boy to fucking close down that space, breaking down that opportunity. They wee things, man. They're important. And I really, really like Ida Harry. I mean, we spoke. It was mad how our like for Ida grew just watching him, because he might not score, but he gives you something that we don't have. We've no hit.
Yeah.
And
It's sort of like the Sutton when Sutton played with Larson. Do you know, like Larson wouldn't have got as many goals. Only Sutton
100%.
was doing all the stuff like the ball coming down, heading it down, holding it back. Ada brings stuff like that to the game.
Yeah.
Like you're saying when you watch him, there's more to his game just than a big fucking striker you fucking toss the ball up to. Like 100%. He's a class act, you know. And I think with what the way our model is, like people complain. I've had a very few fights this past week with a lot of people who are like, "Oh fuck, there we go again, selling Matt O'Reilly," right? And I'm going, what you aren't seeing is we bought Matt O'Reilly for £1.5 million. Say we got 30 million for Matt O'Reilly, we could go out and buy five more of him. Do you know what I mean? There's potential to buy five more. And what they were saying is, but not everybody's going to be. Here's me, no, not everyone is going to blossom the way Matt did. I says, but we've been bringing, our model is to bring players in who have potential. And look at the players that's went on, Virgil van Dijk's and stuff like that. The problem is we can't keep them because we haven't got the top wages. What, Matt O'Reilly's on 80,000 a week or something now? Do you know what I mean? But younger ones, like your wee boy from Belgium and younger ones from other teams, they got wee boy from Barcelona. Straight away, he was like, fucking 100%, I'm going to Celtic. Because it's like a big shopping window and they can see it's good football. And you get medals and you win. So we've actually got something really good happening. And we will see a lot of players. And if the problem is, we want every player to be a superstar. But if they're a superstar, we're not going to keep them. Do you know what I mean? So we need to get used to that as well.
But it's a good point, though. We've carved out a very good niche of come here, be victorious, play the Champions League, and then make your money.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
which
if you were,
as restrictive as it may seem, is still a fucking really big carrot to dangle for any football player.
100%. Like if you meet anybody in any career, they'll tell you, "Oh, I'll take the next job in this place, but my main thing is I want to get to that company over there, but I need to go and work for a company like this first to get the experience or to get there." And that's what we are. And I'm happy enough as long as we're like I'm happy with the signings after the Matt O'Reilly thing here because I'm going to myself, well, do you know what? They're giving it a go here. They're going to give it a go, and they're not going to. I don't think we'll win the Champions League, and that's be honest. But
you heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
What a statement to come back to.
see, as a Celtic fan, I think there was a certain stage in my life I thought we'd win every competition we went in for. Do you know what I mean? It's just like we're gonna do this. That's the way you are, Celtic. You just want to win. You just want to win. You know. But I think where we're at and what we're doing, I think it's really good, and I can see some real brilliant talent coming through. Like even Matt O'Reilly getting injured the other night. The many positive messages, from all Celtic fans, which I was really pleased to see because sometimes our fans can be a nightmare. But they're all saying them like, "I hope he's okay," and blah blah blah. And all the supporters from down there were going, "Do you know what? Celtic fans seem 100%. Like they're all really worried about him and all. Do you know?" And he's just left their club. And it's great to see. And I'm happy that I got to see him playing. Do you know what I mean? In a Celtic shirt. And I'm happy enough with that model. So if it's bringing the likes of that kind of player through our ranks and into our club, and all they'll do is pull up the wee academy players that we'll have there anyway, because they'll go, fuck, he's only 23 too. It brings everybody up. And I think it's a good model to have.
It's see with guys at our age, all three of us and all the troops that are on the night, we all witnessed Henrik Larsson coming, playing, excelling, and spent arguably his best ever time at Celtic and making himself a Celtic legend. Know what I mean? Legend is such an easy fucking term to fling about these days. But for a club like Celtic to get to legendary status is near on impossible now. If you think about it'll take guys like Callum McGregor. Know what I mean? Guys who are fucking winning hunters, playing every week, playing at the best, being arguably your best player every week. That's what it takes. But being a legend isn't a guy who turns up for 3 seasons, scores up. Like, see Dembele, we all like Dembele. Dembele doesn't even get in the fucking argument for being a legend.
Not in the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was a great player. We'll all say it.
Exactly, a fantastic player, and so was Eddie. Griffiths even was a good player for Celtic, great player for Celtic, but they weren't anywhere near legends. And we saw a legend in our lifetime. We saw Paul McStay and we saw Henrik Larsson. There's other guys there that maybe push it.
James Forrest, no.
Huh?
James Forrest, no.
Mate, again, it's an argument to have. But my point is, as Paddy says, we're getting to see these young guys coming, like Matt O'Reilly. And let's be honest, Matt O'Reilly will never be a Celtic legend. But Matt O'Reilly done a fucking belting job for Celtic. And as you said, we're all grown up enough, we're all sensible enough that we know how it works. Everybody in this world, outside of Man City, fucking Real Madrid, maybe Barcelona, everybody's a stepping stone to the top. Everybody. I like Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund's the biggest stepping stone in world football. Fuck me. You know what I mean? And we're all getting precious because guys are using us. You're like, nah. Know what I mean? Fuck off. But Matt Riley, I mean, did you see the video came out today about him at the hospice and all that?
Oh, I'll show my wife that downstairs. I had to explain who the guy was first. Obviously, she had no fucking clue. And then
if the big man wants to come up and take my bed tonight, he's fucking welcome to. What a guy!
But that's there's something about it. Remember, I said like most football players go away to a fucking Ibiza or on a yacht or something, or hang out with some fucking Elon Musk or fuck. Right? He went to an Indian fucking meditation and yoga retreat for 3 weeks. They were like, well, that's not the regular footballer. I mean, but I mean, 80 grand a week, you said, Paddy, fucking 10 grand for every fucking minute he was on the park. Folks, like,
do you know what? It was like, I sent Jason a message, I think it was probably about 5 weeks ago, and I was like, there's a guy watching accounts in the Brighton, and he says they're already like doing all the calculations for it, and he's going to be 70 to 80 fucking a week, and Celtic's going to get 31 million, he said. So he says you're going to get 25 up front and then 6 million. And that was like 5-6 weeks ago, and I sent that to Jason. I was like, listen, this deal's going to happen because that kid, Celtic's going to sell him for one. And on top of that too, I says, how do you knock back 80,000 a week? Do you know what I mean? How do you knock it back?
Nobody does. That's a whole. We had this Kieran Tierney fucking discussion many years ago. Like anybody that criticizes a kid for doing that at that age, you just tell them, listen, you're never going to have to decide that, so don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a fucking decision you're going to have to fucking make, so don't even consider it. Right?
It's a mad way to be in football at the minute. Do you know what? A lot of United fans would slobber about it and stuff like that. But see, United used to be the club. Do you remember? Like everyone went to United. If somebody was coming, I think it was a couple players came to saying for other clubs in England, and they would have just went and fucking met them at the airport and stole the deal and just signed them.
That's right. Aye.
And United was like every player in the world would have went to United. United can't sign anybody now. Nobody wants to play for them. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember fucking Robinho? Remember that
part?
Yeah. Robinho thought he was signing with Man United because he didn't know there was another team in Manchester.
That's right.
He's like, fuck.
Signed for the wrong team. Yeah, 100%. Diego Forlan was the one. He was signed by Middlesbrough, and he got off the fucking plane and Man United hijacked the deal in the fucking airport. In the airport. And they were like, who are you signing for, Diego? And he went, I thought Middlesbrough, but no, I'm going to go to United. So, but it goes in roundabouts. It goes in roundabouts, but it's a good feeling this year in Celtic. You know what I mean? After Anne's leaving last year, we're all a bit, deflated, and when people leave, and you're like, oh, it was so good and whatever. But when Rodgers came in, I have to say, and I said it last year, and I've stuck by it, I was happy when they got him because I was like, he's the man for the job. I think he knows the crack, and I think he's one of them ones that could deal with, get in the second time, he could deal with it all. And I remember hearing stories about how he, even the food that they all ate, and he changed all that, and he, it was all about players' welfare, making sure everything was right for everybody across the board. And look at the way Scott Brown played after Rodgers came. Like Scott Brown, he must have got north fucking. He must have got north 2-3 levels.
Scott Brown at that point was training the Wains, thinking that he was almost done with football. And Rodgers walked in and went, nah, you're doing none of that anymore. This is what you're doing. You're going to run this team for me. And as you rightly said, what he done with Scott Brown changed my opinion on Scott Brown. I was
Everybody's opinion,
never
though.
a Scott Brown fan. I still don't think Scott. I mean, see if you flung Scott Brown and Cal McGregor in front of me, Cal McGregor every day of the week, right? And that's a kind of residual thing. I mean, I understand what he went through when he was, but Scott Brown under Brendan Rodgers was fucking immense. Was absolutely immense, and I fell in love with the boy in that period because Brendan Rodgers elevated him, made him better. And it allowed Scott Brown to act like the captain and the figurehead that he became. Scott Brown's I love Scott Brown. And I'm so delighted he's doing well as a manager as well.
Yeah. No, but that's my point. If he was doing that with like Scott Brown, I that's what makes me happy about Brendan Rodgers, because I go, do you know what? He is actually a man manager. He's a good manager. He is a good manager. I know he may fucking have a big picture of himself above his office and all, but that if that's what he needs, if that's his motivation, then I don't give a fuck. He can have a billboard with his face on it. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's a good time to be a fan. It really is. And this whole new Champions League, I don't know what you think of that. What do you think of the new Champions League format?
Paddy, are you a fucking an expert, Joe? Just a lovely segue right into it, man. Segue right into it. Fuck's sake.
This man's podcast with royalty.
I'll answer first. See what the draw was fucking magic. And you think how shit the draw is every fucking year. I mean, don't get me wrong, the stupid video they done with the raw fucking, we don't know how it works, so all that piss was nonsense. But see when they draw and then they press that button and all the things, I was like, oh, this is fucking magic, man. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm just looking at it and going, because I was going, what way is this going to work? But see, with all their matches, knowing all the options, like, I think it's fucking good. I think it gives us more of a chance than fucking, oh, fuck, we have to play these two cunts. We have to play them twice, play them here, play them there. And, it just gives you a chance. There is tough matches in there. Like, Dortmund's going to be a cracker. That'd be a great away match, like, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Don't ask Scott. Scott's being tortured for tickets. Apparently, people in Glasgow think Scott is the yellow wall.
Right. I don't know if you know. I've been going to see Dortmund for a good few years now. I've got pals over there and stuff like that, and it would be my second team, right? And as Joe rightly says, see, because I go, cunts seem to think, no, I've got all the fucking tickets for the game. I mean, so cunts go, but in fairness, cunts have been asking me how to get there and stuff like that, and I've been flinging out the information. But contrary to belief, I didn't really want Dortmund, right? I don't like them. I don't want them to play each other. And I mean, I want both teams to fucking progress. However, on the flip side of that, I'm going to be so delighted that a whole new generation gets to visit there and see how good the people are. Because the Dortmund cunts are brilliant. Don't get me wrong, the club has totally scunnered me, the new signing that Ryan Metal thing. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows that. You probably heard Marty.
No,
well, basically, a year ago, before all the shite kicked off, the fucking Hamas turned up. You know what I mean? Before all that happened, fucking Borussia Dortmund announced they were going to Israel for a tour. And they were going to do camps and all that. Fucking bad wordage here, but they were going to do camps, and Flynn rightly fucking went, what about your shitty club, what about that? And I'm going, I say to him at the time, I say to him, Flynn, I think they've just made they've looked at the money that they can bring in, and that's what I think they've done. And he's went, well, does it fucking matter? So sure enough, the fans all kicked off and it get cancelled. But then, they signed a deal with fucking the largest arms, like fucking warhead manufacturer in Germany. They signed a sponsorship deal with them.
Wasn't the first time they were in the Champions League final?
The day of the chat, and who's their fucking main supplier? Israel.
Biggest contract.
And see, in fairness, right? And I understand I know where Flynn comes from. I do agree with him. I spoke to my mates, but my mates come for a football side, they're going, it's money for the football team, I don't care. I don't really have a political persuasion that way, or like, you know what I mean? So they're looking, And I'm kind of going, well, you fucking know I did, do you know what I mean? So we had a big talk about it, and we were going, I think it stinks, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what you've kind of got, what I always say to Flynn is, you've got to separate the club and the people, because Celtic have done mega things that we never agree with, do you know what I mean? But
yeah, 100%.
It still does fucking hurt for, because I still do love a club and I want them to win. So back to my point, I didn't really want Dortmund and Celtic playing, but I think it's going to be great, because I fell in love with Dortmund being fucking 1987. That was the first game I remember. I mean, we beat them 2-1 at Parkhead, missed both the goals. I was late in, missed the first one. My dad took me away, we missed the second one. Fuck's sake. So, so I mean, but it's great that they're all going to go there, and the Dortmund fans will embrace them, and they'll embrace, and we'll all have a bit. It'll be a fucking party, and I'm hoping to get booked up as well, because I just feel I need to go. And the great thing is,
do you need me to send you deposits for my ticket?
I'm very comfortable that, see if I don't get a ticket for the away end, I'm comfortable. I know I'll get a ticket for the home end. I know. It'll probably be a yellow wall ticket.
I imagine there's going to be. Here's the pan sky thing, and imagine there's going to be some kind of integrated fan zone. For people
I think so. I mean, did you ever hear the story when we played in '92? So my mate was John. You've met McKenna, Joe, and McKenna was on '92, just a daft boy, and like it was that mad. Dortmund weren't that big a team at that point, and like they all trooped on. They were all at 8 o'clock in the morning, and Dortmund let them use all the showers in the stadium to get washed. They were all that fucking, so they all came out, and Dortmund put on a big event for them, a big fans event, and they went and got a band to play, and sure the band was fucking one of the marching bands for the army. I've been coming loving beer to them, like the fucking 4th Battalion fucking flute band or something, you know what I mean? But no, I mean, Dortmund, and don't get me wrong, there's a whole load of Huns who go to Dortmund and also, but in general, Dortmund are great fans. It's a one-club city. They love their team. Probably the worst year to get them out the last fucking, I don't know, but it'll be a fucking great trip, and I hope everybody enjoys it, man.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
Well, the overall structure of it, I think, is brilliant. It's almost like a massive big football blitz to a certain degree. You know what I mean? There's just because you're looking at different teams, and they're playing teams that you're playing at the same time that you like, not the same time.
It's mad,
I mean, you're kind of going like, well, that's never happened before. And it keeps it way more interesting, because I mean, there's a lot more football to watch, and there's ties you can pick it and go, that's a good one, that's a good one. And you're not going like, well, first leg and then second leg will be decent. You're kind of going like, it's very much like fucking. There's loads to watch. Like, and I also like the idea, like I said the other week, the idea of having a playoff in the middle of the competition, or playoffs in the middle of the competition, adds that extra level of drama, because you get to the fucking playoffs. That's big. Imagine we get to the playoffs at the very least, right? Imagine how big that game would be at Celtic Park.
But, Joe, right, let's cut the bullshit, right? So, Celtic were drawn for pot one, we go Leipzig, Dortmund, right? No the worst, by a stretch. No the fucking worst. It's not great. I mean, Dortmund's just out of the final. How they go there, fuck knows, because I watched them last season. In general, they were shit. And Leipzig are a good team, but they're doable. They're doable. 2 really tough games, no the worst. Next group, who was it? Club Brugge and
Young Boys, no?
No, Young Boys were the last group. So Atalanta, right? Atalanta are the current Europa League winners. So that's a fucking stinker. But it's away. And we've got Club Brugge at home. Club Brugge have started this season pretty poor. Club Brugge haven't been that great this season. There'll still be a tough game, of course. Next in, who do we get in our group? We get Dynamo Zagreb and
Slovan Bratislava?
No, and Young Boys. Right? So we get, again, 2 really decent. I'm just back for Croatia. I watch Hajduk split. The Croatian League's no fucking great. It's no great, guys. You know what I mean? and then we've got Slovan Bratislava and Aston Villa. So we've picked Aston Villa's probably the worst one we could have got in Group 4. But it's British, it's down the road, and that changes the dynamics of fucking everything.
Yeah.
Changes the dynamics of everything. And again, crucially, it's away. Honestly, boys, right? I moaned about last season because I think we underachieved in a group that was set for us last year. And I still kind of... Boys in the table, I don't think we could have picked a better set of group games. Honestly.
Yeah. No, I'm happy enough with it.
Scares 11 daylights at me.
Yeah. But is that part of the Celtic thing in our heads that we're like, we're Celtic, do you know what I mean? But no, but I have to say it was quietly like once I seen it, there was nothing that I seen and I went, oh Jesus, we're in trouble here. Do you know what I mean? It was more like, oh, well, we've a chance. The more I looked at it, we've a chance to progress, and that's what we'll have. So, well, that's my point on it. We'll give it a go.
All right, but listen, see what you think about it. Like every game's a one-off game, so every game's always like a fucking playoff anyway.
Yeah. What I like
it's anybody's league at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're not playing people twice.
Exactly. There's a big difference. Like, it's a big difference between playing like Real Madrid at home, going like, I'll give them again, and then going to the Bernabeu and going like, oh fuck, this is gonna be different.
I'm only going to interject and say though, like I say, Paddy spoke about it right early on, and he says Celtic Park used to be a fucking cauldron. Used to be a fucking cauldron, and cunts would come, and we need to get that back. If we're giving out half digs to fucking a wee hot bottle of Buckfast to every cunt walking in the game, maybe we should fucking do that. Do you know what I mean? But we need to get that fucking atmosphere back, and we need to get it back, because I'll tell you what, who have we got at home? We've got Leipzig at home. We've got Slovan Bratislava at home. We've got Club Brugge at home.
Atalanta?
No, Atalanta's away.
That's away.
And we've got young boys at home. When's the last Joe, right? No, and in fact, I'll ask you, Paddy. When was the last time Celtic played young boys? There's no need to do that.
Jesus.
Can I guess?
There you go, Joe. I know you're a cheat though.
I'm not cheating. I haven't touched the keyboard. Did nothing. 2006.
Fuck off, 2006.
No.
Right, I'll give you a clue.
I'm assuming it was wrong then.
Tiger Tim get the sack that same night.
Oh fuck.
Aye, that's the only time Celtic have played young boys.
Back in black and white TV days.
Wait, so your man Hank Manavci has called it two of the worst games ever, and he's fucking on the button, man.
93. Fuck me, man.
Do you remember the game at all? Right, by the way, I've got a few stats. I'd hope to have hundreds of more, but I've got a few stats here. But like I say, you've got to...
Was that in the... What was that in? What competition was it in?
UEFA Cup.
UEFA Cup. Did we play Sporting Lisbon that season too?
No, Sporting Lisbon would have been... I think Sporting Lisbon would have been the year before, Paddy, because I'm pretty certain we put them out. If somebody can correct me, we put them out. We beat them 1-0. 1-0, right? We drew 0-0 all there, and we beat them 1-0 at Parkhead in extra time with an own goal. Fucking 1-0. And then maybe we did beat Perm was after Cologne, that's right, Cologne. Maybe it was Sporting Lisbon. Did we beat them 1-0 then get battered all there?
Yeah.
Josh Cadet scored twice.
Cadet, yep. Cadet was playing, and Bobby Robson was the manager of
that's
Sporting
right,
Lisbon.
yeah. By the way, Paddy, see all here we had, I think it was Sports Scott Sports, whatever, one on BBC, and obviously we never get the game live back in the day. And they says, right, if you don't want to know the score, because we're going to show the highlights, if you don't want to know the score, look away now. And they put the score up, right? And they had Billy McNeil on as a guest. And he went, well, Billy, what do you think? And he went, 2-0's a terrible result. And I was like, fucking hell, man. That was his fucking opening gambit. I was like, fucking George Cadet. George Cadet, would you have supported Ireland at that juncture? You would have, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Supported Ireland. And
He's trying to suggest that one of us supported Northern Ireland. He's trying to say, Scott.
No, but you might not give a fuck.
Joe wore an Northern Ireland top. I can confirm that.
Yes!
That is a fucking bare-faced lie. I have never worn an Northern Ireland fucking
I can confirm that I
That's bare-faced lies. My dad would have fucking set fire to me. Never made the jersey.
I'm pretty. So they've been 95. Ireland played Portugal, and I think George Cadet scored the hat trick.
Was it at Lansdowne Road?
No, it would have been all there.
In Portugal.
But George man, little fucking tangents. But to get back to the point, I think the home draws just give us a fucking great chance. Gives a great chance, boys, man.
Don't be getting my hopes up, you fucker, right?
But Jordan,
I'm fucking. Don't be. You know what? I got one of them fucking elevator spirits when it comes to Celtic in Europe. We're like, you go, yeah, oh fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Back there, fucking care. I got too excited now, and now I'm back in a busted balloon. Fuck it.
As I've said to a million people, our job is to bum up Celtic. Brendan Rodgers is there to keep them all calm and all. It's our job to fucking bum them up. If Celtic lose games because we're confident, then we're fucked.
Yeah. No, you're right. But in terms of Sunday, what do you think?
Fuck me, Paddy. You're fucking too far ahead. We've not done it. We're just talking
This man's been on fucking TV doing this for a living. Right? He knows how to move things on. Right? Listen, me and you are just waffling. He's going, listen, boys, move it along. What I mean?
Are you good, Paddy?
Right, as it stands at the minute, right? So I have a ticket, I have a plane flight booked, but as it stands at the minute, when I can't put the foot down, I'm not going.
So here, what we're hearing here, Paddy, is you need a wheelchair.
Look, if we can put it out there, if there's something we can do, if there's some way, somebody has a private ambulance or something to get me there, it would be great.
Do you know the Hawk?
What?
You
know the Hawk? You were in Hanging, weren't you? You know the Hawk? Yeah. Get him and fucking come down and stick you in his wee motor.
I would rather get a lift. I'd rather
be towed on a fucking wheelchair from Glasgow.
I'd rather get on the Park Rangers bus to fucking park here.
You know what, Paddy, did I ever tell you about the time? Oh, you were on the podcast. I met the Hawk once only, and we've heard about it for years on the podcast with Marty. I said, well, this guy can't be that bad. Met him 10 minutes in. I was like, I get it. I fucking get it. Right?
Do you know what? I'll tell you the story. This isn't a joke, right? So I was down doing the AV Gardens Comedy Festival in Dublin.
Oh, behind the next concert hall?
No, it was AV Gardens. So it's a big comedy event, and it has all the top comedians, right? So it was the first time I was playing it. So I was all delighted it was on, and I posted it. And Marty sent me a message. He went, Celtic's playing Wolves in the Aviva? And I said, I did, but I don't know what way it's working. And he was like, well, there's a ticket here if you want it. So I contacted the ones around the Ivy Gardens, and they were like, oh, you're not on till later on tonight. And I was like, right, do you think I could go to a game? And they were like, away you go. So I went and met Marty, and he was there with Hawk and whatever, right? And I said to Marty, are you staying down or what's the crack? And he's like, no, go back up with him. And I went, are you on the bus? Because two of them's drinking. And he was like, no, he's driving. Marty ended up, I had to get Marty a backstage pass. I didn't let him go home with him, right? I made him come till the actual fucking AV Gardens Comedy Festival. Marty standing talking with Tommy Tiernan out the back of the fucking gig. And I was like, you could have been sitting fucking beside a drunk Hawk driving up to Belfast right now. Which place do you rather be? There was no fuck Daphne here. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't let him go home with him. I was like, Marty, you can't go home with him in the car.
The Hawk got us. The Hawk got us from Kern Ryan to Kilmarnock. I don't know, about an hour and 5 minutes for a kickoff. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make this. This might be the end of me.
I've got my couple of briefs for Sunday. And
here's the thing. In defense of the Hawk, man's got a heart of gold.
he's top cunt.
And he's got all the charisma that Jesus ever wanted to hand out. Right? He's fucking just amazing. But on the other side of it, stone cold mad.
Oh, he's fucking bonkers. As I say, I've got my couple of tickets and I was planning to sit with him. And then I pure went, fuck it, I'm giving it to my mate. My mate's the pure quietest guy in the world. I was like, you're sitting with a cunt. He's like, the fuck? You know what I mean?
Can't the guy hammered there going, good luck with that.
My mate will come back to junkie or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you get a Hawk one for Germany, for Dortmund, and just leave him over
No, we'll get one for Croatia. Fucking stick him on here.
Hey, listen, Yugoslavia has had enough fucking trauma. It doesn't need the
Hawk. Yeah.
Brilliant, man.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Sunday. What are we talking about Sunday?
No, we're not Sunday yet because we've not done a transfer window. But in general, with the Champions League draw, I mean, to kind of take it in a tangent, did you see the Huns draw?
I'm just coming back, and he's gonna have a white Spurs fucking jumper on. Like, fucking
mate, pardon the pun, mate. Fuck, mate. That's what I'm saying. See your draw. I mean, see all the away games. The away games are still, they'll take care of themselves. It's unlikely we'll beat Dortmund. It's unlikely we'll beat Atalanta. Who were the other two? Zagreb. I think there's a good chance. I really do think there's a good chance we can go to Zagreb and beat them. And who's the last one? Is Villa. And I think Villa's a great fucking team, right? Villa's a fucking good. If you could take in for there, I'd be delighted. But the home games, Celtic won 3 of their 4 games, which are fucking doable. We're all but through, guys. And we're in that playoff at your topic, Joe. And I know we don't want to go excited not because this cut the bullshit. We look like a good team. We look like a team who trusts each other. We look like a team who are ready to get better. Honest to God, I think I've had fucking 6 drinks, maybe that's fucking explain into it, but
you've led me on a bit of an emotional roller coaster there, Scott. A minute ago we were getting beat by every cunt. Next time we're fucking on the playoffs. I was like, fuck, where's this going?
But see the away games. See the way that this Champions League is working, the home games will take care of themselves and the away games can be the party. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
And imagine if the teams come out tomorrow and we've got Slovan Bratislava at home, the first game, and we go and fucking rattle them. And we do the job properly. No bullshit, no fucking fuck ups that we usually do, no last minute look. We go and beat them, and you've got 3 points on the board the first fucking game. You've set us up for the season. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I begin to
You're right.
I have a dream.
Right. He's want to move on to transfer window.
Yeah.
Well, who do we know's in? Like, everybody's fucking pissed themselves over
the only guy, right? So I'm going to fling the outs to you, the new, right? So, Joe, I'm going to start with you, Joe. Joe Hart retired. God bless him, right?
Fucking greatest guy I ever lived.
Right. So Benny Jackson Louis has been released in the contract. James McCarthy released, not the end of contract, but the end of contract. Magnus McKenzie end of contract signed for Queen's Park. Rocco Vata, we get £237,000 development fee. Kai McLean, Dunfermline, end of contract. Mackenzie Cars, Coleraine, free, end of contract. Said Haksabanovic. Now we get 800 grand for this boy. How the fuck we manage that? It's unbelievable. He's away to Malmo and he's going to play the Huns. Right? Benjamin Siegrist went to Rapid Bucharest. Fuck knows what we got for him. Went to Genk for allegedly £2.5 million plus add-ons. So we got a dough back for him as a starter. Bosun Lawal went to Stoke without playing one game for our first team. He went to Stoke for 2 million plus $1 million add-ons. Daniel Kelly went to Millwall for 400 grand. Yuko Kobayashi has went to Portimonense in Portugal. I'm led to believe 600 grand. Matt Riley, as we spoke about, 26 plus 4. And then Mikey Johnson tonight, it's been announced he's away to West Brom for 3 million.
Yeah.
That's some amount of fucking change they brought in. So Marco Tilio went back to Melbourne City. By all accounts, he had the option to come back, but he didn't want to. So he'll be some kind of be released down the line. Dane Murray went to Queen's Park. Quan went to Hibs. Toby Obalayemi went to Dunfermline. And Gustav Lagerbielke went to 20 without an agreed sell fee, which I thought was a bit mad. Right, so in comes Joe. Casper Schmeichel.
Love that tubby bastard.
Right, okay. Viljami Sinisalo. We signed him for Aston Villa for £1 million. Paulo Bernardo, Adamida. We go to 2 of them, and as we know. And Alex Valle, the Barcelona left back. Now, I was talking to a pal of mine now, right? So, my mate's mate is a part-time scout for Bristol City, I think, and he covers the Championship, lower league, and he often bounces off him, but he gets info as scouts do, and he phoned Barry up the other day and said, when the deal was made, he went, "You're fucking kidding me." And he says, "What do you mean?" And he says, "That boy you get for Barcelona, he's outstanding."
Yeah.
Right? And Barry's like, "Aye, he's only a young boy," and he's gone, "I'm telling you now, that boy's outstanding." So I done a wee bit of research on him, right? I've got a whole load of shit here, but I'm not going to get through it and bore every cunt. But basically, they've loaned him out twice. Right? They've loaned him out twice. And each time, so they loaned him out to a team called Andorra in the 2nd division. And they loaned him out to Leganes. Is it Leganes or Levante? Right.
Levante.
It was last season, Levante, and in the 2nd division again, and he played all season. But both times they've loaned him out, they've extended the deal, same as they've done with us. So they've extended his contract and they've bummed up. So see, before we go him, you could have gone for €1.5 million. Now it's by all accounts he's up to €10 million. This boy's the future for him. He's been on the bench for them once. He's never played for the first team. He's played for the second team. But like I say, they're fucking... I didn't know what to make of this signing because I thought Greg Taylor just doesn't deserve to lose a jersey. But see the more I hear about this boy, I'm thinking, if we don't use him, we're fucking mugs. Do you know what I mean?
No,
But do you fire him in on Sunday?
I wouldn't fire him on Sunday. I don't think anybody loses a jersey, Joe. I don't think. See right now. And then I've done a wee bit about Engels, and we'll see if he signs when we're talking, and maybe. But I really, really, really like the look at him. I think what he is, an Adamida. I don't know. Have you done any research into this? Or am I just?
No.
I've looked into it a bit. Like he looks like the new Danny Fox.
Yeah. What are we gonna sell him after 3 months?
But Barry's just sent me a wee message. He's obviously listening, and he says the only other player that this scout has bummed up in the same way as this boy was Jota.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean, I say to Barry, "Alone, you're right with me using this," and he says, "I bat ahead." So it sounds like we're getting things right. With regards to this Engels boy, right? This is just me, and I could be wrong because I've been watching all kinds of things. I don't think he's going to walk into the Celtic team.
Aye, but the hype seems legit, Scott. The hype seems fucking legit.
Right, but Joe, right? I'll paraphrase my fucking, because I've got hundreds of information here. I'll paraphrase my information, right? So basically, this boy was a youth player at Genk. and Club Bruges signed him. And Club Bruges have got a team called Club NXT, and they play in the second division in Belgium. So any of their good players go straight into their second team, right? And this boy had played a season and a half, 3 seasons in the Belgian second division. He never fucking went near the Club Bruges first team. And Augsburg signed him in January, right? Not last January, the January before. They signed him for $100,000. This boy hadn't played first division Belgian football. The only football he'd played, and he'd played at right back, right wing, left wing. And Augsburg signed him and gave him his debut 2 weeks later in their first game back against Borussia Dortmund at the Westfalen Stadium. They gave him his debut in centre mid, and he started every available game the remainder of that season. Every fucking one at centre mid. So they signed the boy as a winger, and they played him centre mid, and he fucking knocked out the park. See, the following year, he played everywhere. He played left wing, he played right wing, he played right back, but he couldn't get a consistent run in the team last season. That was all last season. Played 74 minutes here, played 30 minutes there, done all that. Which leads me to believe, so he's very highly rated. I text my mate earlier on, the Borussia Dortmund fan, and this is the words he said to me, right? If I can find it. Give me 2 seconds, boys.
Want to share your presentation with the group? Want to share your presentation with the group, Scott?
Right, so I text him. I says, any opinion on Arne Engels then, man? One guy says basically watching Augsburg is as interesting as watching Tosco Moldy, so he wasn't really interested. But the other guy says, very good and smart signing. It's hard to describe him. Augsburg signed him as a winger, but he developed so well in central midfield. He's almost like Schweinsteiger. He combines a good technique and has an eye for his teammates. And this was yesterday, and he also says, I am pretty certain he will end up a key player for the national team of Belgium. And just today, get fucking...
Do you think maybe then he may be the replacement for Matt O'Reilly?
No,
Do you think maybe?
I think he's the replacement. Not the replacement. I think he's there to challenge Callum McGregor.
But,
right, okay.
I mean,
that's how I see it. I could be 1,000,000% right. I think Bernardo's going to get that spot.
Yeah.
So do we smash a transfer record for a guy that's just going to sit in the bench?
No,
but it's not sitting in the bit. But you think about it, Joe. We've almost smashed it to sign Ida.
Yeah.
And we broke it to sign Edward. And Edward sat on the bench.
I think
it's brilliant, myself. Absolutely, I think it's brilliant.
That's what makes sense.
I think Rodgers has plans for him. So obviously, what Rodgers' plan is, he fits the mold, and he had to have him there. You know what I mean? So for what he wanted him to do, and what the thing. So I think Rodgers knows what he's doing. So hopefully the boy works out. You know, he seems like a cracking player. He seems like he can do the damage for us. You know what I mean? So,
Paddy, what we've got to do as Celtic fans is we've got to get rid of this fucking hang up on transfer fees.
I've been fighting with everybody all week over it, and they've been going, "No, you're wrong," and I'm like, "Look, see, even now, like even these couple of signings that we have, people know that we have money because I'll tell you why. We fucking publicise it and we put it out, and they know that Celtic have a full stadium. So see when Celtic go to buy somebody, we're not able to fucking go and buy the finished product in a fucking massive club who's a superstar. So we're fucking scouting. So when we go in, they know. Well, Celtic signing him as the see something in him. You know, it was different the 10 in a row season that fucked up with Lennon, and we were signing fucking Albion Najati from fucking West Ham, who was a fucking doorknob, and we only signed him because we're like, well, this is all we're fucking concerned. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's finished. That's fucking finished. No more of that shit. So we're fucking signing potential people that can go on to be fucking superstars, and hopefully they do a business for us for 2-3 seasons, and then we'll fucking sell them for big money.
Well,
And then if we're
I,
lucky enough to touch for somebody like a Larson who wants to stay, then we're fucking delighted. Do you know what I mean?
I,
I 100%. I agree with you, Paddy, because the way
Joe,
you
Joe,
painted it there is basically
Joe,
like,
can I jump in on that, on the back of that? Sorry,
yeah.
mate. Sorry. I just want to jump on the back of what Paddy says. And I love the fact that you're in the exact same place. Forget the transfer fee, because, like I told you, boys, I like Borussia Dortmund, right? And I watched Borussia Dortmund paying over the odds for 18 and 19-year-old boys. Way over the odds. But what are they paying for? They're paying for their value, and then they're paying for their potential. That's what you're paying for. You're paying that big bit there for their potential. And Borussia Dortmund's been stung in the arse. See the boy that signed for Arsenal, Marino? He was at Borussia Dortmund as a boy. Emery Moore, they signed him for millions. Never happened. But they paid 8 million for a guy called Jadon Sancho, who had never kicked the ball for Man City once. And I remember going, 8 fucking million. They paid fucking 19 million for Jude Bellingham for he never played a Premiership game. And that's what Celtic are doing. Celtic have paid the rate for this boy, and we've paid for his potential. Adam Ida, we've paid the rate for him, and we've paid his potential. And see, Adam Ida, I've got a smell about Adam Ida might just stay with Celtic forever. Just stay for his whole career. And see if the big man does what he can do, I'll fucking love him. It doesn't matter much we spent. Do you remember, you guys are of an age, do you remember when Man United signed Rio Ferdinand for 29 million after Leeds?
Yes. Yes.
And I remember everybody going, 29 million. He's never worth 20 million now. Go and look at what he gave Man United over that whole period and tell me he wasn't worth 29 million to Man United. Sorry, Joe, my apologies.
No, again, we're kind of on the same path. It's like basically the likes of Ida. I think you're right about that too. Right? Will he stay forever? I don't know, but he's definitely there for the long haul, right? And the likes of Engels coming in, again, not fucking completely fucking set in stone. But again, it's Rodgers going like, I need you to buy me players now at a level that is that high that I can only bring them higher.
100%.
And they're going to stay here for about 5 years, right? So at least that way, again, it will go back to that. Well, when I'm raising standards, I'm raising them long term, not for 2 seasons, not for 1 season, not with a guy coming in, a guy going out. He's going like, I need a young guy at a certain level, at a certain price point that's going to be able to fucking meet my measure, and I'm going to be able to build teams that are at that standard. I mean, and it's again, to my mind, in that respect, he's come back to a degree to play the board in a way that he wasn't able to play them before. I mean, maybe didn't have the smarts, didn't have the experience, didn't really necessarily know the environment or the landscape of what he was dealing with. But he's come back with a brand new approach, I think, and Celtic are in a financial position to go, you know what, we can do most of what you want.
Yeah, I think like Ida, like if we're under the illusion that Celtic shelled out 9 million for him, because Rodgers has said, if I get him 2 or 3 great seasons here, I'll get just 40 million for him, and that's the way Celtic board think. Like they're not buying a striker just to fucking get us goals and then that's it. They're wanting us to buy a player, make him a superstar, and sell him and get big dividends. That's the way they want it to work. So the likes of Ida, 9 million, they must think that they'll be able to sell him till the English Premier League in a couple of years, and he'll get a load of fucking goals for us, and then they'll sell him on, and that's the way they think. And as long as he does that, as long as he gets the goals, and we're winning stuff, I'm happy enough. Do you know what I mean? Until we move till like the Premiership or a league like that where we're getting the same money as some of them bigger teams, but you'll still not compete with a country that owns a club, which is Man City. Like they are owned by a country. Do you know what I mean? So. But so like we're even if we get into the Premiership, we'd never compete with them unless we're owned by a company. And I do think if we did get into a thing like that, there probably would be a Saudi or something like that would buy Celtic because of the fans and because of what it is, But we're at a stage now. We've got a good manager. We've got a good thing now. Where young players who have potential want to come and play for us. They see it as the next step. And that's only exciting. That's exciting. Imagine being Rangers and fucking they can't even keep the players they have. Do you know what I mean?
It is great. It is great to look at what they're doing in terms of transfers and go, who the fuck's that? How much
But
did he
even
cost?
but even but even who the fuck's that? It's see when they do get somebody in that actually has a wee bit of decent play about them, or is a bit of a player, they don't want to stay. Do you know what I mean? Like they're away. You know,
Here,
if somebody's saying Butland wants to go too, do you know what I mean? I don't like talking about them on a podcast, but the difference between us and them is now, like we're fucking such a
but
happy place. Like, do you know what I mean?
here's a thing that I think about. Right, sometimes it's like, see the pressure of playing for Celtic. Or there's one thing. Pressure of playing for Celtic and Rangers is huge. Right? Like, but it's all sometimes it's almost framed and like, oh, like it's fucking just as hard to play for Celtic and Rangers. You play for Celtic now, right? Yes, it's hard. The demands are huge, but the standard is high, right? And there's pressure on, 100%, no problem. See, playing for Rangers now, right? It's probably even a bigger amount of pressure, but you're not even dealing with people that are getting paid enough to fucking deal with that pressure.
No, I
You know what
know,
I mean?
I know. Yeah, no, I get you. Like, why would you do it? Like, there's your man's like totally away. But no, it's a great position we're in. Um, I'm actually going to have to wrap up, lads, a wee bit here. Um, is that okay with you?
Fucking
No,
everything's
no, you have to
okay.
stay.
No,
You
no.
have to stay.
Listen, you're at detention, Paddy. Fuck's sake. No, that's no Paddy. Listen, we're always happy to have you on, mate. That'd be brilliant. Give
Oh,
us
let
your.
me finish his fucking point, Joe.
No, I'm not. I'm not cutting them off. I'm leading on to glide us into the prediction for the weekend and your thoughts on the weekend.
I genuinely think that on Sunday, hand on heart, if it's anything less than 3-0, I would be surprised. And I normally don't do that going into a Huns game, but I genuinely think we're gonna win by at least 3 on Sunday.
I'm with you, but I also think that the way we're playing now, do you know way last season there was times in the first half you're going like, oh, it's gonna be a mauling, it's gonna be a fucking mauling, and then it just didn't materialize. It turned into something a wee bit more difficult. I have a feeling that the fucking cork's gonna come loose on that battle on Sunday, and we're gonna turn in something that's memorable.
So, Joe, are you going to be wearing your Northern Iron top on Sunday?
Well, you know what? I've got an old dusty Northern Iron top. It's got Rogan on the back.
See, I knew it.
So
I knew it.
every time I take a penalty, somebody's windows get smashed.
Anthony Rogan broke my Anthony Rogan's mum lived 5 doors up from my granny in the same street, and they used to go to Blackpool together every year and go to bingo once a week or whatever, right? And so we always knew Anthony Rogan, and I remember the centenary season going over, and it was in the summer. He was doing pre-season. He was driving a Ford Fiesta. Anthony Rogan was driving a Ford Fiesta. He was getting 250 quid a week at Celtic. Like that's true. Like that's legit. Like 100% what was happening. But
Do you know he's only ever done one interview, Paddy?
I know he's a quick quiet. He lives down in Oxford actually, so he does
He
in
did an
England.
interview with Chris McGuigan on the Lost Boys years ago, and it was only interviews ever done, and the Belfast Telegraph stole it and printed it as their own.
And that
I
was it.
fucking I love that interview with him.
Brilliant interview.
With him.
Because you know what he said? You know that classic West Belfast story when he missed that penalty, so he did his mad windows in? He basically said, listen, if that had happened, I'd have dealt with it. That's a West Belfast fucking response I've ever heard one.
Yo, it's mad did get the windies put in. It was fucking me done it. Right?
Yeah, so before you go, we've been joined by a man who's about to speak Euskara to us. J-Bo, are you here?
Hey, go to Euskadi.
Hey, J-Bo! Oopa!
Up Athletic. Hey, Paddy.
Paddy's about to sign off here, so give him a fucking...
Aye, I just fucking turned you on, heard the fucking bold Paddy there. Listen, I'll send you Ellie's phone number, alright, for Sunday, and she'll
Right.
sort you.
Well, I'm on the injured list at the minute, so hopefully it's all still good, bud. Hopefully it's all still good.
He's
up?
Long John Silver, CSC.
Oh, fuck, you limp my boot there.
Limping about, mate. So it's I phoned Rogers, told him I can't play, so I'm not bringing my boots. But we'll see. We're talking about Anthony Rogan, right? And before I sign off, I'll tell you this story. So the cup final, he missed the penalty. He didn't miss the penalty; it was saved, by the way. Right?
He saved it. Dobchek missed. He has in the target. It was a good save.
Didn't score.
It was the 12th of May, 19 what? what was it, 19,
91, I think.
right? So the 12th of May is my birthday. We travelled over. His ma and his dad, his nieces and everything, nephews were all on the bus. We all went over to the cup final together. And I'm sitting in the hotel, the Hilton in Glasgow, and they give me a wee cake and all. And then we went till the game, and Anthony missed the penalty, or got it saved. And we had to walk the whole way back to the Hilton, right? And my birthday was ruined because he'd missed and we lost the cup final. And we get in, and his ma was sitting there and she says, "Ah, son, did you have a good time?" And I went, "I up until your Anthony took his penalty." And my dad put
Kids,
me to
kids
bed.
can be
My
cruel at
dad put
times,
me to
can't they?
bed. My dad says, "You're going to bed, you're cheeky." That's his mummy. And I went, "Well, she needs to know he can't fucking take penalties."
To be fair, he hit no a bad penalty. It was fucking dub
And it
check.
would get saved.
He took the penalties for Poland, fucking, and he missed his fucking shite. But anyway, so listen, Paddy. So if you make it over, like, let me know, quick style, if you're not making it over, because there's a
Yes.
ticket
I
there
will.
for somebody
No,
else.
no,
All right.
100%. Listen, I'll get up tomorrow and I'll know first thing in the morning. I'll let you know straight away. But thanks for having me on, lads, and it's been really good. It's good that you got Jason to ring in from over in the
You
Basque
skill
country too.
Harrier.
Yeah,
He wouldn't miss a chance to talk to you. I mean,
is that what
he
it was?
didn't. He didn't fucking ring in and talk to us, Paddy.
He,
Wait till you dip half, he fucks off quick as shot.
Yeah, aye. That's
he,
what
Aye.
happened. You go up and go up.
he has
Let's go.
I'll
he
leave at
has
the
my
same
phone
time
number.
as
Like,
Paddy.
He just
right,
wanted to tell
guys,
you he was a
thanks for
bit
having me
now.
on. Make sure you let everybody know. Get the tickets for the 24th of October, Glasgow. We're going to make a big night of it. And I'll see you all soon. Hail, hail, lads.
Paddy,
See you,
hail, brother.
Paddy.
Take care of
God
God
yourself,
bless
bless.
Paddy.
you,
Right?
Paddy
Thank you very
boy.
much. Always appreciate it.
Oh, fuck's sake, boys. So I'm a bit out the kilter here, so I don't really know. I've been trying to keep up in threads and stuff like that. So we've signed the boy for Sheffield United. What about the
Trust me.
Belgian?
No word.
There's
No,
nothing official
no
on
word on
that.
angles. There's another hour and 5 minutes left until he comes through the door. I imagine he's going to be he's going to be the I don't know, supposed to the big exposure at the end. I mean, the word on Twitter is that there's also two loan signings in the mix, but who in the fuck knows?
I hope we get him out of the door, man. He looks fucking class.
Your man Trusty, he's done.
He's in the stadium now, so I think it's coming. I think it's coming soon enough.
The Belgian boy, aye.
Aye.
Oh, fucking here we fucking go.
And did you hear the chat about him or no?
No, I switched this on about maybe
So-
20 minutes ago.
So the chat kind of was like, Scott doesn't think he's walking to the team, and we're kind of saying like he's the kind of signing at his age, at his level, that's allowing Brendan Rodgers to go. Give me 5 years of this guy.
Yeah.
5 years of this guy.
I think he's very much because see the team of now is good. It's good. We want this team to be excellent. And I think this boy, see if we bring him, right, I would love him to come in and drop in and just be shit hot straight away. But I've just, the same with Ida, I think we're going to bring him in and we'll mould him into what we need for him. And I think he's going to be a box to box. I don't think he's going to be a number 10. I don't think he's going to be a defence. He's definitely not going to be a defensive midfielder. By the way, that was another thing I noticed him. He loves a yellow card, so he loves a tackle. I don't see the team change. I think Bernardo's going to get a run in the team. I think Bernardo's going to take Matt O'Reilly's jersey. I think that's it. And then your man will get dripped into the team. He'll take a jersey here, he'll take a jersey there. And I don't think we're going to fling pressure on him, to be honest. That's my opinion.
Well, I would kind of disagree, because if you're signing a guy for 11 million quid, I think he's fucking straight in there. I don't think he's straight in there on Sunday, but I reckon he's going to be straight in there.
But
And
sorry.
No, on you go, Joe.
I think Rodgers won't not take the chance to fire him in on Sunday at some point, just to be like, here, have a bit of that and see how that fucking suits you.
Oh, definitely. And I think the fullback as well.
Aye, I think so.
Aye.
But the reason I say this, boys, is because see Adam Ida is still currently the guy with the most pressure on him in the whole of Scottish football.
Well,
And
I would be honest with you, right? Because see, when he played at the weekend, he was rubbish. Right, he was all right. He made good runs, but his left foot was terrible, man.
yeah. And in terms of a striker wise, I mean, he made wrong decisions 3 or 4 times. But as I'm saying, he does things that Kyogo doesn't do. I mean, let's see for the first goal, he's hugely important for the first goal. We were talking about it.
He was
Hugely important. And that's stuff that, I mean, St Mirren's not been an easy place. I know we beat them 3-0 fucking. St Mirren's never been an easy place. And I thought we made it look really, really easy last week. And
Canter.
Yep. And without kind of, we're basically on to next week already, aren't we? We're on to Sunday already. But I hate being confident. I like sitting and fucking.
Oh, we're going to fucking thump the cunts.
Right,
we're going to thump them.
But there's nothing to suggest otherwise. I mean, like, have you even? I mean, I done that podcast with Tino, and by the way,
I listened to it. Scott, it was brilliant. I listened
mate,
to the flight.
How good's that guy?
He's brilliant, man. He's
How good's that guy? That guy's like a professional. Fuck's sake, man.
I know it's not even that, but he's just natural at what he's doing it.
He's very good.
He should be on Sky Sports or something, but he's proper good. Really good.
And
hasn't got the hair.
Like, I kept trying to talk him down for his positivity, but everything he was saying was making sense. I was like, well, there's fuck all I can say about that.
I could sense that the Mr. Doom Scott McCorry was fucking sitting there going, I don't want to be dragged into this, but I fucking can't help myself.
How dare you elevate my mood, you bastard?
He was explaining it to you in layman's terms, and you're going, I can't disagree with that.
I know.
You were dying inside because you're like, oh.
The 2 devils in base shooters slapped me in the head going, fuck up.
Aye.
But,
by the way, what a laugh at night. So me and Linda went to Plencia. We got the metro this morning, well, this afternoon. They've got a fiesta on up there. And fucking, you've actually seen the Palestine fucking things. Unbelievable, right? Freedom for Palestine everywhere, all the wars, 40 Palestinian flags out their windows, and fucking unbelievable, right? So we're up there. We went, my mate Charlie John Sheeran, that's been on the podcast loads of times, doing the Everton stuff.
Yeah.
He cooked us a Mexican meal. So his mate Neil, who's a Scouser, he lives in Geneva with this Thai lassie who she works in a hotel where the cheapest room a night is £1,000 a night, and she's massaged Julia Roberts. That she was telling us, oh, fucking hilarious. She's a fucking nutcase, right? It was brilliant. So anyway, we've ended up in his house, good bevy, loads of great food, whatever. And then we've walked down Plencia and along the main street and everything. So all the festivities were happening, but me and Linda, we'd been on the go yesterday was a long day travelling to get to Bilbao and whatever. Flew into Biarritz. It was a long day. So me and Linda were knackered, so we get the train back down to Bilbao. So we got off at Induchu train station, walked off. We walked up the street, and next thing this guy's walked back up. Well, that's a capo. Fucking Athletic Club's capo. He was there at Celtic Park. He was in Brazen Headway, Scott, for the Celtic Athletic friendly. So I'm like, hey, fucking turn. He's like, Jay Todd, are you back already? Fucking. Linda's like,
love it.
What the fuck?
The mayor of planet Earth strikes again.
He's Summer Maze tomorrow. I says, yeah, I'll be there. I says, I'm in the standing section with you. I says, you give me the mic tomorrow. And both of you said in sequence, he's like, it is not possible. Because that's what he said to me that time as well. I said, he's that mic. He's like, it is not possible. So he's like,
second Highland Paddy Athletic Club games.
I know. Oh, Lizzie's in the box was getting chanted fucking the last time. I didn't fuck all today with it. Ask Mick McGuinness, fucking they all started it. They seen the Felix stuff and the full end behind the ground started singing it. I was like, Jesus. So, that's it. So, me and Linda we bought a bottle of chocolate when we get back. Come back to the hotel, scud out a bottle of chocolate, just finished it, and we're just heading out now to the Casco Viejo for some pinchos and a couple of more chocolates. And like,
Fantastic, mate.
life is good.
Fantastic. Life is
Superb,
good,
brother.
bro. Life
Superb.
is good. Always I'd like to hear you.
Ah, brilliant, man. Good to hear you guys. I'm just fucking want to hear these signings getting over the line
Well,
because
It's,
according to the chat, Engels is in and McCowan is in. But then again, that's a chat.
right, so what we haven't discussed about. Right, Jay, will you staying on for this one? Or are you boosting?
I'll be boosting in about 5 minutes, but if you're
Right,
what, go ahead and
What
listen.
do we think about the boy McGowan coming in?
Well, I think he's a good player, but is he going to get in? Is he going to just be wasted coming to us? You know, is he going to be a starter?
So,
It's
so,
like,
so I think that we've kind of got to look at it selfishly, right? Our selfishness makes him a shitload of money, right? The
Aye.
money that we are going to give him. I mean, I can see people going, why would they want to go to sell it? He'll not get a game. He'll end up on the bench. He'll not be playing, right? See if it right. So, for doing my room 1-on-1s, I ended up. I've been looking at Dundee. I looked at Dundee in the championship, and McGowan was somebody who elevated Dundee in the championship. So he's been on my radar right for the off because of my research. And then the way he started last season, do you know? I've not seen a guy like him in Scottish football in a good wee while in terms of what a set of balls he's got. He tries things that people don't try. He tries passes. He tries shots. He'll get the ball at the halfway line, and if he sees the keeper off the line, he'll go for it. Now, stuff like that. Now, I don't know if that'll fit in at Celtic because Brendan likes to control things. But
see the thing, Scott. Sorry to butt in, right?
no,
But
crack on.
see with guys like him, right? It's all right saying he's going to be a bit part player, but when he signs, everyone's on the table, and you just go, you get into
100%.
training, and you prove to the
Yep.
guys you're training against that you're better than them, and you get in the team. So he comes in, and whether it works out or no for him, he's got every chance to
Yeah.
be the player.
Yeah.
And within 3 weeks, he could be a starter every week.
Jason,
Because
me, you, and Joe are of ages. We've seen these guys do this in the past. Our history is built on guys brought in and they were given a chance. And I mean, like even if you go to guys like Paul Byrne, say like saying Paul Byrne for 50 grand and the fucking next thing you know he's scoring 2 goals against the Huns. Do you know what I mean? Making himself not a Celtic legend, Joe, but do you know what I mean? It's like
he's a lower tier.
But you think Celtic Football Club isn't built on Celtic buying the best. Celtic Football Club is built on guys. Are you willing to come here and bust your ass and take a chance? And I swear to fuck, I like the cut of his jib. I really do. I think the boy's got a set of boys. He's a tin. He'll bust his ass for the club.
Yep.
I love it. I do love it. I thought Awata had something to offer, but see, to be honest, I do agree with a whole. He's been there a long, long time, and he's not impressed 2 managers enough to start him.
How much did we get for him?
I heard. Well, no, Awata. I don't know. He's not confirmed away yet, but I don't know how much. I think if you're getting $500,000 for him, you're fucking doing well. I think Awata's a decent player, but he's never convinced 2 managers to play. So,
So what do you know about this trusty fella there?
Well,
frustratingly, Joe, not a lot.
I'll be honest with you, Big Pat. Me and Liam were doing it at the wedding in Barnsley last week, and Big Pat was there.
Fucking Baxter Paul, I forgot about that. No, brilliant.
Aye, Pat doesn't rate him that highly. Yeah. He said he says he reckons he'll do all right domestically, but he said in the Premiership, he says he was good at times, but then he was seen like wandering at times when he should have been fucking focused on. But I don't know. But he's no overly convinced that he's a top player. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. Obviously, Rogers fucking if anybody can make him a top player, it's Brendan Rodgers. You know, and obviously Carter Vickers has obviously been. I think he's been pivotal in getting him in.
But Jason, right, and obviously the big man, big Pat, you've got to take his word for it because he watches it. You know what I mean? So his words fucking means a lot. Sheffield United were a fucking basket case that last year,
Aye.
and I think to judge a player on that season, ultimately I do understand, and I think he's coming to Celtic, and he's going to be a different player. He's going to be playing in a more comfortable. Like I watched that Sheffield United team and the way it went. I mean, they sacked the manager halfway through. They got Wilder back in. He changed the style again. I don't know. I'm not going to judge a player on that season.
I'll be honest, but he's going to take Liam Scales' jersey because to me,
yeah,
Liam Scales,
but there you go.
Owns the jersey of the Roo.
So
according to BBC Scotland here, Luke McCann, verbal agreement agreed. So there you go.
But Joe and Jason, before Jason goes, there isn't much of a difference by saying we're spending £6 million on a centre half and we've got 600 grand Liam Scales taking his fucking jersey, didn't we? To what you're saying about the centre mid.
Because I reckon Liam Scales would be a £6 million player.
No, but I'm mere getting back to the point where we're talking about the boys' angles. I don't think anybody's walking in and taking a jersey with me.
No,
I include the left back, I include the centre back, I include the centre mid.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's walking in and taking a jersey.
I don't think any of them will start on Sunday.
No, I don't think so either. I think the team will be the team. What you've seen is what's happening.
Joe, before Jason fucks off, right? J-Bo, go to town on Sunday. Tell me your balls out thoughts. I know you've already touched on it, but let's go for it.
I think we'll destroy them. And you mentioned on your 1-to-1 that we've never destroyed them in the past few seasons, but I think we will this time. And we've been so close to destroying them, but we've took the foot off the gas for whatever reason. Been too up, fucking whatever, and we've just no done it. But I think we'll put the foot in the gas on Sunday. And I think Brendan Rodgers, what he's done with this team now is unbelievable. This team is wild compared to what it was at the start of last season. And I'm talking about the players. And I know we've lost Matt Riley. A wee thing. Absolutely gut it when I seen him get injured there. And like some Celtic fans laughing about it and that, and you're like, what the fuck?
Dickheads, man.
Fucking hell. The boy was an absolute fucking superstar for us. And just the nicest kid ever that played with Celtic and just went about his like. And then when he did that interview and he's like, I'm welling up here, I don't want to talk about it. That was genuine. He loved his time at Celtic, but obviously it was better for us and for him to move on to pastures new. And I just wish the boy all the best. And to hear he's going to have surgery and all that, it's absolutely fucking sickening.
What I'm sick of for the guy is like you just know that like he was there to play football and press, and now he's going to be lying, fucking doing rehab, doing surgery, kind of fucking like essentially isolated from the group that he's meant to be trying to integrate to. And is like I don't mean that in person. I think he's a kind of fella that can handle that sort of stuff. But I'd say his influence is what they kind of bought as well. They bought the personality, they bought the guy, they bought the player, and now they're not getting any of that because he's fucking off somewhere getting his fucking leg cut open. It's a fucking, it's an absolute bastard. Like,
God forbid, but he might not come back the same player. I mean,
fucking Dr. fucking Victor Von Doom here. Fuck me.
But by the way, I'll give you a wee exclusive. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. I don't think it would bother if I said it right. But
your Wizards pre-sale code, is that what it is?
Nah. So we flew into Biarritz, right? So there was the Pays Basque, the French Basque country. So we flew for there and we get the bus for there to Bilbao and we went through and we went into Donostia, well, San Sebastian bus station. So we came out of there and then heading to Bilbao and we went by Anoeta Stadium. So I took a photo, blah, blah. So I text wee KT. I'm like, oh, fuck, your old stomping ground, mate. He's like, oh, man, fucking hell. He's like, do you know, he says, they offered me a contract and I was going to sign it and then I got injured at the World Cup, the Euros. Fucking hell, man, I didn't know that. Well, I was devastated. Fucking hell. So they actually offered him a contract. So
Jesus.
obviously they had to done something with Arsenal to sort it out, but he got offered the contract to sign with them. And obviously with his injury, it was withdrawn. Aye, the wee man. Fucking hell. Don't get me wrong, he'll come back. He'll be bigger and better
He'll be
somewhere else.
fine.
But,
He'll be fine.
aye. But that's a wee fucking... I didn't know that. You know, when he texted us, I was like... Because he loved it there. Because the reason was I was sitting next to a Real Sociedad fan on the flight and the way fed me to Biarritz. And I was like, I says, I'm mates with Kieran Tierney. What? I showed him photos and that. He's like, fucking, he's a hero. He says, we loved him. He embraced the Basque culture. He's fucking, oh, he's like, he was a hero. And like, they love him. Do you know what I mean? And he fucking loved them. And oh, man, fucking, when they tell me that, can I get it? There you go.
It's a fucking brutal game, isn't it?
Aye.
Sake, man.
Aye.
I'm seeing
Aye.
Edwards maybe going to Leicester
Edwards go to Leicester.
on loan.
I'm glad we never got him back.
I'm the same as you, Jay. I was like, we don't need that kind of low energy back in the club.
I reckon that was a backup if Kyogo went. I reckon that would have been a fucking backup if Kyogo went. They might have signed him.
Is there still 45 minutes left in the fucking window?
Still 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
Oh, 47 now, Joe, sorry.
So I'm going to head to the Casco Viejo, right? And
Mate, you go to Casco. Remember my present, J-Bo?
Do you know what though? I love why he says it so casually. Going, I'm just going to head to the fucking... Fucking there, listen. You enjoy yourself, J-Bo. We're all happy for you.
I've got a Barrack card here. I'm going to Induccio train station. Going to get fucking 2 stops. Casco Viejo, right into Plaza Nueve. Few pinchos, few chacalis, and just talk to the locals. So there we go.
The mayor, Tony, my wife questioned you. She said, Jason's like the mayor of the world, isn't he?
No,
it is like
Eusebio is the king of Bilbao.
By the way, guys, word in. I want you to, Jason, if you see a wee chapel on the way, nip in and pray for Derby County. They've just took Nat Phillips on loan.
Oh, that's like getting a hand grenade in the post.
Fucking not Forest fans will be dancing in the streets and
he's gone ding dong, the witch is dead.
That guy's made more money getting chased away from football clubs than he has playing for them.
Right, boys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Great to listen. I'll listen to full
podcast. My guy, J-Bo, all the best, my man.
Top class, bro.
Right. Hail.
Yeah,
see you. Bye. How do I turn this off now? Fucking right.
Get the fuck.
Kicked in the studio. Fuck off.
And then there was 2. So
and then there was just
nobody
else here, baby.
Right, Joe, what we at?
Well, we're talking about Sunday. Going like
no. I want to talk about Leanne Campbell's statement. Shocking decision to let Iwata go. He's the best number 6 pivot that we have. Opinion?
I understand the first part of that phrase. The rest of it, I'm not really. Number 6 pivot. I mean, I didn't know he was an actual wrench. But you know what? Iwata was decent. He was good to watch, right? But he was just probably... There was something about him that wasn't very impactful. He didn't really do enough for me to go, fucking this guy could do a job. He's a bit like Yang. Going like, this guy looks good, he looks busy, he's happy and he's good, he's working, he can get the ball, he can control it, he can pass, but nothing really came of it when it mattered.
Okay. You've poked the bear. That can. I disagree with you, right?
Oh, good.
I disagree with her and I disagree with you. I watched, see, ironically, it was Hibs both times. Hibs last season, and then Hibs the first game of the season this year. And I watched how Celtic with a proper pivot, with a proper defensive midfielder, just doesn't work. And Awata wasn't showing me enough to suggest he had any more. Right?
Right.
I think, ironically, Celtic need that. A proper defensive midfielder in Europe, but you can't change for having a defensive midfielder and then not having one in domestic football, because we definitely don't need them in Scottish football. Our defensive midfielder, if you're going by the classic defensive midfielder of breaking up play, pass, Quan, for example, will never make it Celtic. I really like the boy. I think he's a good player. He's never going to make it Celtic because his style isn't suited to us. It's not needed at us.
Right.
I think, see, we're talking about Engels. I can imagine Celtic playing Engels and McGregor as your two pivots in Europe. Neither one a total defensive midfielder, but we've put enough in there. We've put enough in there to kind of allow us to play football beyond that. So see, Awata, Quan, they needed to show more. They needed to show something else, and neither one of them did. And I think Awata is a good fit player, but he's not going to work at us. So I'm kind of content that we've done with it. Luke McGowan is a totally different player. Totally fucking different player altogether. He's an attacking. He does things. He tries things. He makes things work. And again, just
how old is he? How old is he, Scott?
Mate, I said in my head 24, but I'll tell you right now, Joe. Almost as if
it's almost impossible.
He's 26. He's 27 this year, so I was 2 years out.
So he's a forward moving midfielder that can hang on to the ball and has the ability to captain a team.
But he's like I say, he's got a set of balls on him. And if he decides that the Celtic moves for him, see, be honest, us as fans should stop feeling sorry about football players not playing. We should. We've got to get it out of our heads that guys signing for Celtic and not playing football and getting paid for doing nothing is a bad thing, right? Fuck that. We're looking to guys to step up. You talked about it earlier on yourself. Has he got the mentality to play for Celtic? We've watched a buster cunts who just don't have the mentality to step up and play for our team. Know what I mean? There's how many of them? I mean, like Jason brought up a Yeti. I don't think a Yeti had the fucking mentality to play for a big football team.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And it's up to, I mean, did he regard? Shit team, decent team, Celtic, boom. Fucking, next thing you know, he's fucking, I watched Celtic versus Stuttgart away recently, right? The one we get beat with a Kleb scored. And Didier Agat destroyed him. Didier Agat cost us $50,000.
He's a freakish example, Scott.
Right, okay.
His career trajectory is like fucking. Yeah. I mean, it's like Leonard Cohen finding music in his 40s, and then becoming a superstar. You know what I mean? It's freakish. It's like he went from fucking nothing to being good at Hibs, and next thing, fucking busting Europe, but a brand new arsehole.
How good's that?
I love it, but I mean, it's fucking.
You see, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen again.
Right?
Very,
Paul Paul Lambert's career.
But remember though, Paul Lambert was also a beneficiary of a guy and an agent who was on the ball to exploit the postman.
But what's that? That proves nothing.
It proves nothing, but I'm just saying, like it depends on the circumstances, obviously. I mean,
I don't know. There you go. Pierre Hughes, Robson, Hartley. Should aim down cop notes.
I'm not shooting them down, but Barry Robson. Barry, I love Paul Hartley. Barry Robson said himself. Barry Robson said himself. He's like, I came into that team, looked around,
love it. One of the best things I've ever seen.
And then went, what does this team need? Needs a bit of dig. And I went out there and I fucking melted Christian Daly.
No, I took a bricky when I listened to that. Honest to God, as you rightly said, he says, I never walked in and went, where do I play? I says, where do they need? And he went and done it. Right. Joe, do your one-man solo show. I'm going to go up here.
One-man solo show? Right, let's talk about some of that. I need to go through the chat then, right? Let's go through the chat. Okay, here we got. Ayeti was a lazy bastard. Ayeti was a lazy bastard. You know what, though? I am just shy calling players fat because I'm fat as well, right? That's like, you know, it's fucking, I mean, I just don't think, as an athlete, he just looked a wee bit tubby to me. But then again, Kasper Schmeichel's a wee bit tubby, but he's a goalkeeper, so he kind of gets away with it a wee bit, right? Next up on the chat, oh my God, fuck a second, hold on. Has the boy been done decent? Nobody knows. Luke McCann, Catholic. What is on route to Is that a question or is that like an actual? He is a Catholic, or is that his addendum? Luke McCann, Catholic. It's like James Bond 007. Luke McCann says, Luke McCann, Catholic. God bless you. Who else is on here? What else we got? Robson Hardy, loads of players. Luke McCann. You know what? You're making equations there that I don't think really stand up. I love Paul Hartley. I got laughed at when I said that Paul Hartley was one of the players that we signed, and he gave you exactly what I thought he was going to give us. Right? So people laughed at me and said, "Oh, fuck Paul Hartley." Right? And I was like, "Well, Paul Hartley turned up and did what I thought Paul Hartley was going to do, and that was play like Paul Hartley." And loved him. Actually, I think he played better than Paul Hartley. If that's possible. Right, you're back, Scott. People are dumb on my madness. I've just been addressing fucking bullshit on the chat. We are now at an hour and 56 minutes. What do we got left, do you think?
2 hours.
2 hours. Fuck that. I've got I got it there. See, when you're speaking about fucking players, I am balls deep in a fucking drama of under 10s football. Parents.
Right. Hold that. We'll talk about it after. That's no worth.
I know. I don't want to publicize it, but I am.
Right. So Joe, tell me. Are you coming over on Sunday?
No, I'm not.
Who's got your ticket?
Leham.
Good man. Fuck that guy. Remember
Leham
him?
has the tickets.
Remember that guy?
Here's the thing. We still don't know where he is.
Address in Aston Villa, but where is he?
He said he was going to miss it. He didn't know. He didn't say why he was missing it. And I don't need it. He doesn't have to say it. But you know what?
Be nice to know.
Would be nice to know. It'd be nice to know. But nice to think, you know, you can trust your friends.
You're right. He's getting his own ticket, so
at least booked the hotel there. So yes, for the troops. Fucking listen. If it came down to the most famous guy in Birmingham, it would be neck and neck between Liam and Ozzy Osbourne.
Right, okay, Joe. So I'm going to challenge you now. I'm watching your fingers, no Googling.
Right.
So I've got. Oh no! In fact, this fucking chat's a bit iffy. This chat fucking jumping. Right. So
do you want me to close the chat? Can I close the chat? Hold on.
And you can if you press comments in the corner, Joe.
I can just
press comment.
Exactly. Right, there we go.
Right.
Hands in the air. Now.
So I can see the
Alexa,
chat.
Hear me.
Right, Joe. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 guys. 15 actually, because one's not played. 15 guys who have played for Celtic and played for Aston Villa.
Fuck's sake.
Go.
Right. Well, one of them has to be Paul Lambert.
Who?
Paul Lambert, no. I was his coach.
Right, you're not getting Paul Lambert, you're not getting Martin O'Neill.
Stan Petrov.
Stan Petrov, yo!
Chris Sutton.
Yo, 2.
Robbie King.
3.
Ooh, now I'm struggling. Oh, fucking Alan Thompson.
4.
That what you call that dopey cunt that ended up being called a racist. Eastern European dude. What the fuck was his name?
I'll give him 5.
What's his name?
Tonev.
Tonev. The Celtic and Aston Villa. Fuck me. My problem is thinking of who play for Aston Villa, because who gives a fuck? Right, give me some. I'm allowed tips. It's like fucking who wants to be a millionaire where I can get tips.
Of course you can, mate.
Okay, so give me some prompts.
Right, he's now presenting home shows on the telly.
Oh, fucking Dion Dublin.
Good.
Um,
He scored against the Huns, but was fucking rotten.
Scored against the Huns, but he was rotten.
Yeah. Rambo is another one.
Alan McAnally.
Yeah.
He's the one who scored against the Huns, was rotten.
No, that's a different guy.
Scored against the Huns and was rotten.
We swapped him for a legend.
Fuck. That's right on the head now. What era are we talking?
Right? One came in and made Scooter relevant again.
Oh, Scott Sinclair.
Yeah. We're just after talking about another guy. We go for peanuts.
Play for Aston Villa?
Yeah.
Wasn't a cat, no.
Yep.
The guy played for Villa?
Yep.
After us?
Yeah, I left us for Aston Villa.
I forgot about that.
Right. Missed a free kick in Seville and every cunt hated him for it.
Missed a free kick in Seville. Every cunt. Larson? Ulrich?
Fucking Larson, you dick.
No. Larson. Ulrich fucking Larson.
Yeah,
No.
Ulrich Larson. Nah.
Fucking free kick in Seville. Fuck. Crap for Aston Villa.
Right. Another boy, right? So 2 guys that played for the other Claret and Blue in the league, more famously, also played for this team, played for Villa and played for us.
Robbie King?
You already got him.
Did I get him? Fuck, okay. Play for West Ham. Oh, fucking. No, not Craig Bellamy, no.
Nope.
For West Ham, Villa, and us.
Right, think about West Ham and Celtic. Who'd be a big West Ham Celtic guy?
Frank McAvaney.
Boom.
Play for Villa too?
Played 6 games for Aston Villa.
Was that after Cliftonville or before Cliftonville?
This is before. I don't actually think he played for Cliftonville. He signed for us.
Listen, legend has it, right? And legend is fact.
I like this. I like this. Sammy's went. Mike Joe's been drinking. Fuck you, Sammy. Fuck you.
Do you know what, Sammy? And I'm doing all right though. All I need is a few wee prompts. I mean, listen, my brain's like a fucking old Ford Fiesta.
So you're doing fine, kids. You're doing fine.
So
did you get
West Ham,
right,
Aston Villa, and Celtic? Fuck.
Right, Irish hero that isn't Irish. We swapped him for a Celtic legend. He was shit.
He was shit with us. We swapped him.
We swapped him for a Celtic legend.
Which way?
He's an Irish legend, kinda. Maybe. Probably not.
No. Stop now. How many have I got?
So you get Frank McAvenny, you get Scott Sinclair, you get Diddy Gat, Stan Petrov, Dion Dublin, Alan Thompson, Alan McInerney, Robbie Keane, Alexander Tonev. You've got Sinasola as they play
Oh,
for
fuck,
us,
would you
so-
fucking sustained him for fucking Aston Villa?
Exactly. He's not playing for us, so I'm not counting him. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to get.
4 to get, and one of them play for West Ham as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need positions on the pitch now.
Right, okay. I actually think you might have already said this guy, but he's a commentator now, played with Larson.
Chris Sutton.
Right, Sutton. Okay. Next one. Ireland legend. Maybe. Probably not.
Ireland
Probably not even Irish.
An Ireland legend to play with us and play with Aston Villa.
And he's probably an Irish legend, but he's probably not. And he's probably not even Irish.
But played for Ireland. Like.
Yeah. Scored against the Huns. Was shit. Centre forward.
Fuck.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Right?
I'm trying to think of fucking guys that.
Right, okay, we'll move on, right?
For Ireland, I mean.
Tony Cascarino.
Tony, fuck off! Bastard. I
Right.
wasn't thinking that far back.
Next one. Tommy Burns signed him for Aston Villa. And he scored the winning goal against Livingston to win his league. Fucking hell, Joe, man. We don't like dead air on the show, man.
I'm stopped now.
Right, okay, right. I'll give you the last Aston Villa ones. Tommy Johnson.
I was going to say Tommy Johnson.
Tommy
Right.
Johnson. Sean Maloney.
I forgot Sean Maloney played for fucking Aston Villa. And he was good for them too.
And Carlton Cole.
Always believe in your soul.
Right.
Fuck. Do you know what? See what I said to you in Dublin? Bald black guys who don't have a head.
Good. I'm fucked for that, you weirdo. Right. Joe. 3 players that played for Celtic and Borussia Dortmund.
Paul Lambert. That's a no-brainer.
There's another man. There's another no-brainer before Lambert.
Andres Tom.
Oh, come on. Scottish boy.
Oh, fucking Murdo McLeod, no?
Yes. And the last one, Brendan Rodgers signed him on loan.
Defender.
Good. Yeah.
Who the fuck was it?
He wasn't very good and he didn't speak any English.
What the fuck was his fucking name? Oh, fuck. I forgot his name now. Boy with a beard. What was his name?
Right, but you got him. Jeremy Toljan.
Told you. I knew. I was going to say Tony. I've never become a T.
Right.
Told you. Aye. The boy that had.
Here's one though, right? Club Bruges. Now, if the chat gets on this without cheating, I'm fucking looking at you, chat room.
Club Bruges.
You all get this without cheating. These are fucking geniuses, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players who played with Celtic and played with Club Bruges. Oh,
Tony what?
sorry.
Tony what?
No, wait. Tony what? Fucking he played with Standard Liège, right? He played with Club Brugge. The city is called Bruges. The team's called Brugge. Right, so go for it, Joe.
How many?
5.
5 players that play with Celtic and Club Bruges.
Now, if you all fucking get it, I'll be amazed.
5 players.
Yeah.
Now, are all of them Belgian?
No.
Is any of them Belgian?
Yes.
How many of them's Belgian?
1, 2. Wait a minute. Try to get you back up in front of me. 1, 2, 2.
Is Engels one of them?
Who?
Engels.
No, because he never played for the first team, and he's never played for us.
Club Brugge. Fucking hell. How many Belgians have we had? Useful Harden, is he Belgian?
Good man. There's one. Who's Valharen left us and went to Club Brugge?
Who else have we had that's Belgian?
Right, the chat room has got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've read that 1, 2. The chat room's got 3. Sorry.
Thomas Rogner go on and play for Club Brugge, no?
Nope. I wonder where he went to. Thomas Rogner went to West Ham. He made worse faces than that Man United cunt.
Do you know what? He was kind of like, oh, fucking your man Phil, what's his face?
Aye, Phil Jones. That was him. Aye, yep.
Thomas
Right,
Rogner was a cross between like Cyndi Lauper and fucking one of the Stallone brothers.
Right. So who did you get, Joe? You've got Who's
Valharen.
Right. Another centre half. No, in fact, another 2 centre halves. One Belgian, 1 Scottish.
Gary Caldwell?
Nope.
Scottish centre half that we had that played for Club Brugge.
Yeah. Moved there for millions. Fucking
Jack
millions.
Hendry.
Barabee. Well done, kidder. Well done, right?
Right.
The other centre half was made a player by the current manager.
Was made a player.
Oh, Shawnee boy, what a fucking guy, man.
So say that again.
So this guy's Belgian centre half was made a player by Brendan Rodgers.
I should know this, but I have no idea.
Dedrick Boyata.
Fuck, I forgot. I always thought he was Dutch.
Right?
For some reason.
Do you remember a fullback that played for us and Harper went, he's actually all right? He was a Spanish shagger without being Spanish.
Spanish shagger. Right back.
Without being Spanish. Left back.
Left back. Spanish shagger.
Without being Spanish.
What's Emilio Aguirre, no? Left back? Tell me. Just fucking tell me.
Back to COVID year.
Laxalt?
Volleyball and goalie.
Oh my God. You know what? I had erased him from my memory.
Do you remember the time Harper went? Do you remember the time Harper went? He's fucking good. Him. I was like,
do you know what? I actually think.
Right, I don't think
consciously
you'll even
fucking deleted COVID.
I don't think you'll ever get the last guy. I'm giving the chat room. Everybody in the chat room. I'm giving you one guess to get the last guy without cheating, please. Go. You've all got a guess. He's a centre forward. And he wasn't very good for us.
Before us or after us?
Say again, mate.
Before us, did he play for them or after us?
Oh, he played before us. We got him from Spain.
Spain.
And a massive clue, he didn't want to come to us. Which is fair fucking dues.
Centre forward from Spain.
Charlton Cole, that's class,
man. Centre forward came from Spain.
Well done. My clues are working. Stefan Skepovic.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. You know what? The first time I brought kids over for a Kano game was against Kilmarnock at Celtic Park, and it was horizontal rain, and he scored. We beat Kilmarnock 2-1, and it was a testing time.
I would never have known he played for him at all. Fucking, I would never have known unless. So, next one we're on to Joe, right? Dynamo Zagreb. 3. This should be easy.
Viduka.
Good man.
3. Dynamo Zagreb. Again, I'm say next one, but before us or after us?
What?
Did they play for them before us or after us?
Both of them before.
Both of them before. Dynamo Zagreb.
Come on.
How many Croats have we had? How many fucking Croats have we had?
All the, I think all the Croats apart from one all played.
Oh, fuck, how many Croatians we've had there?
Who levelled fucking Kenny Miller?
Oh, Simonovic.
Yep. And then we got the other guy on loan for Leicester.
Steve Cuppy.
Steve Kelly. Very good. Well done. Well done, you.
On loan from Leicester. Who the fuck we got? Oh, fucking what's his face? The boy was brilliant and he fucked off.
Aye.
Boy with the big forehead.
That's him.
What was his
Big
name?
forehead,
What was his name?
Benkovic.
He was fucking class.
So he was. He was that good that he fucking... Right.
Whatever happened to him? Is he still kicking about?
He's probably got a job somewhere. I don't know. Right. There's 2 for the next one. RB Leipzig and Celtic. 2.
RB Leipzig. Well,
Right.
I'll give you a definitive time frame at least.
We signed one and they played one game. And the other guy was the fastest, worst player in the world. But he actually done all right for us.
The fastest.
Both of them signed under Brendan Rodgers last time.
Both from RB Leipzig.
Yep. Well, that's a fucking joke, you maniac. Yep.
One played one game.
The chat room has got both of them right for the off. Well done.
These cunts are cheating.
By the way, the class, man. Class.
One player, one
We
game.
call them assholes. I call them fucking...
But they're called arseholes are a bunch of cheating cunts. That's what's happening.
They're not cheat. Joe, you're a cheat. If it wasn't just me and you, and we were there with cameras on, you'd win this.
All right, no, but that's why I'm not cheating. I mean, how much more honest can a man be?
Right. One was Scottish, one was German. So think how many Germans have
Scottish
played.
playing for fucking RB. What the fuck? German. I'm at a loss.
I'm at a loss. That's right.
Positions.
Centre back, centre forward. To be honest, one I'm guessing he's centre back because he played one game. I don't know where the fuck he played. He played against Morton in the cup.
Ah, well, fuck me. I must dig at the program.
Fucking hell, Joe, right? Marvin Compere.
Oh, the legend.
Oliver Burke.
Fuck, you're going that cunt's Instagram.
Right.
Him and his missus, like he's more of a model than a footballer. Listen, cunts couldn't afford you. Stressing the best of gear.
I'm no adding. Right, I'm going to ask a question to you. However, if the chat rooms get any buzz about them, they will only Google this.
Right.
Because if any cunt knows the answer to these next 2, they're cheating, lying fucks.
This sounds like a catch-22.
No, seriously, right. So Joe Higgins is having a go at you, right? I'll put it up there. Look. Joe was struggling with a joined up drawing at this rate. Okay.
Is that DJ Higgins? That DJ Higgins? Oh, here, listen.
Right.
Let's give it to your
Peter
friends.
Hughes, Peter Hughes, right? Chat room, I don't want you to cheat me, right?
I can't see it, but I can't see this shit. As I'm being honest and a decent person, and I'm not watching the chat.
Slovan
and I'm being
Bratislava
okay.
and Celtic. One player.
It's not Lupo, was it?
Is it? Fuck, mate.
Slovan Bratislava and Celtic. One player. Are we talking a prominent player here?
Definitely no Lubo.
A prominent player?
Is it? Fuck.
A player you'd go, oh, he played. He was great. Or a guy you go, fucking.
I'm out. Oh, fuck.
Right.
Mate, I'm not going to labour on this because see if some cunt can fling it out, I'll be fucking amazed.
Couple of wee clues. Let's go.
Joe, what about this? Look, Scott likes to hide behind his laptop, slamming the chest. A baldy specky wank, all right? Fuck up. Right, he was, do you know what? I actually don't know where he played. We signed him, right? Here's my first clue if you all want to fucking Ibrahim.
Slovan Bratislava.
Right.
How many steps away from Slovan
He was born in
Bratislava?
Nigeria, played for Sporting. We signed him from PSV, and he played one game for us before signing for Kilmarnock.
Malumbu?
No. You've mixed up your black people there, Joe. Racist.
Fucking cunt. Played one game for us and then signed for Kilmarnock. I fucking think I know who this may be. One game for us.
God, this boy. I think it was against Kilmarnock. He played his one game as well. Fucking, it was a minute. He was tiny, 5'6" he was. There he goes. We've got the two of them there. Ibrahim. There he is.
I have very limited recollection of this guy.
Yeah, because he was a fucking midget and he was rotten. Right? Now, to back, well done, get. Oh, Henky Maravchik, look. Boo. Banned. Right, next one for these guys. Young Boys of Bern and Celtic. This is the last question.
Young Boys of Bern and Celtic.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Young Boys of Bern from?
Bern. Switzerland, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mate, that's going to be up there every time when I sit with my mate Tam and he goes, who's the referee? And I go, that guy in the black. Every fucking week, man. There you go, Shawnee Boys knocked in the park.
Who do we send somebody Swiss?
We'll go to
This segment includes me asking myself questions about me. Why don't I know this? What's going on? Who the fuck played Swiss?
No. The boys are obviously every country listens to this show, and all you assholes must be the same age as us, fucking dickheads. So.
Not as good as Nick, but definitely around the same age.
By the way, I think Sean's in a better nick than us. He's living in the sun without a baby, and I mean, he's fucking.
So what? He gets a pass.
So I done a fair bit of research. So Atalanta, we have had no history with them. Not one. Right? We never played them a game. Oh, by the way, what about Atalanta? I forgot about name. What about Atalanta? We've got one player at Atalanta.
Was it no, it wasn't him.
Joe.
I was gonna say fucking
Joe, who done that?
who did that? I was gonna say fucking what's his name? Fucking the one that played for fucking Hamilton.
That's the man.
What the fuck's his name? Why is my brain not working? Scored against fucking Shakhtar.
Massimo
Donati.
Massimo Donati.
Do you know what?
Well done.
Never has a guy been so limited and achieved so much.
So Donati, Atalanta, we've never played. Aston Villa, we've never played.
Really?
Never played in Europe. Borussia Dortmund, played the fuckers. 4 games, twice we played them. So we played them in 1987. First time I can remember watching Celtic. And Celtic beat them 2-1 at home. And we get beat 2-0 away. We played them in 1992. We get beat 2-1 at home. And we get beat 1-0 at home. 1-0 away. Fuck me. Blah, 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 blah.
So
Do you remember both of the games, Joe?
I don't.
Don't. Good lad. That's what I like to hear.
My memory's fucking shattered.
Club Brugge. Never played. Dynamo Zagreb. Now, do you remember any play name, Joe?
I do.
So we played them in 1998 when they were rebranded as Croatia Zagreb.
See, I was going to ask this, right? Because that's how I remember them. Because I remember, did we sign Viduka from Croatia Zagreb?
Yeah.
Or Dynamo Zagreb?
See, somebody took over the club and they decided to call them Croatia Zagreb to make them more multinational. And the club and the fans went fucking bonkers and they changed it back to Dynamo. So anyway, we beat them 1-0 away. And Darren Jackson scored. And then they battered us 3-0 away. But we also played Dynamo in 2014. We beat them 1-0 at home again. And then they beat us 4-3 away. Skapovic scored that night for us.
This guy's a fucking ghost of Christmas past. For fuck's sake.
He's like a better Tommy Coyne.
He's like a small dick Paul Byrne.
There's cunts announcing shit, Joe.
Oh, what's here.
We're supposed to be the transfer show tonight.
Wait, listen, we are 6 minutes from the end. Not like of the world.
This is the end. This is the end, my friend.
Okay, I'm just on Twitter going, Luke McCann. Okay, listen, obviously
right,
the question
so
is
announce some signings, Joe. I was going to wear a white tie tonight.
Trying to get back onto my fucking chat here now because I've been. Here we go, announcing. Here we go. Right, here we go. So, there's say announcing. I always wait for Celtic to announce things. So I suppose
that's Engels have been announced as well. 2 minutes ago. Mate, that's fucking class.
Oh, there he is. Arnie Engels joins Celtic. Let's confirm signing of highly rated Belgian midfielder Arnie Engels on a 4-year deal, subject to international clearance. Fucking get in. So unique. By the way, shout to the fucking Celtic social media people because I love a good fucking wee pun. Time for a deadline day. Unique angle and a wee video of him coming from the airport. Do you know what? That's the stuff we were talking about years ago, going like somebody needs to get creative with this stuff. That's good stuff. That's
right,
good
Joe,
stuff.
right. I'm going to give you my part about Engels in, all right?
Right.
I've already kind of gave you half the snap, in fact, the vast majority, but I'm going to give you the whole thing. Right, so Arnie was born on the 8th of September 2003, meaning that he'll be 21 next week. He was born in Dendermonde, which is around 18 miles northwest of Brussels. He joins Club Brugge Youth as a 13-year-old after a spell with Genk Youth. Once he signed professional forms, he was moved to the club's reserve side, Club NXT, and played there for 3 seasons in the Challenger Pro League, the second league in Belgium. That first season, he played regular enough, but he played all around the shop. 20 games involved, 16 starting, in centre mid, at right back, at right mid, right wing, attacking mid, left wing, and even at left back. He was picked up by FC Augsburg for around €100,000 in the winter of 2023. As a 19-year-old, he made his debut at the Westfalenstadion of all places as coach Enrico Mason threw the youngster straight into the deep end. He grabbed an assist that day as his side pulled it back to 2-2 in a game that his team would end up losing 4-3. He started every available game for him for the remainder of the season in the centre of the park, despite playing previously at right. The team finished in 15th place that season. The following season wasn't as grandiose, as he appeared 32 times but only starting 14 times, and he started that season in right back, centre mid, right mid, left wing, but he managed to score 3 goals, 5 assists as Augsburg finished in 11th place. This season he's played in the middle in both games, 80 minutes of the last Saturday's 2-2 draw with Werder Bremen and the full match of the 4-1 win over Victoria Berlin. International-wise, Engels has represented Belgium at under 15, 16, 19 and 21 levels, scoring goals at every level, and only today he was called up for the senior. So that's what my wee bit of scouting done. As I say to you, what my German mates would already say, and your man, the reason honestly, if you're looking at it, I think he's went so high up, and this season he's kind of come down a bit, allowing us to get him. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense, Joe?
It makes sense because he's kind of plateaued a bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I think
to a point that he needs a next step.
That's that. I'm so happy with the signing. I'm so happy. I mean, this is a proper signing. Because, like, see when you sign a Matt O'Reilly, nobody can judge if that's going to be good or bad. You know what I mean? Nobody. You sign him for a
this kid's got European hype.
Yeah.
And international hype, right?
Yeah.
Which appears to be fucking very much being
I
taken seriously. I mean, like, here's the thing. We're not out there going like, this guy's the next hot shit. Everybody else is saying it, which is going to go like...
No, but there's a difference. Well, we're talking about, Paddy brought up earlier on about the year we signed Duffy, the year we signed. Remember, we all kind of went, this looks good. And I think ever since, we've been, as fans, I think we've been overly cautious to the point of being so sceptical of anybody that comes in. I think Celtic fans now question everybody now because of that summer. And I don't know. I love the Adam Ida signing. Love it. And I don't give a fuck that he's not scored in these 2 games. I would trust the big man every week. I love him. I done the room 101 with Chris Daly, and Chris Daly is sitting saying to me, he's a very good player. And I know Chris knows his football, and he's sitting going, he's a very good player. Do you know what I mean? He's not looking at how much he costs. He's looking at him as a football player, and he's going, he's a good player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
think we're looking in a good place, man.
So the transfer window is just banged shut. Did you not hear it? Like that big latch in Lost that no cunt could get it down in.
And did we get the boy McGowan?
According to the Celtic Twitter, which is the only thing I'm really going to trust, I've heard nothing.
Nah.
I did see, like I said before, I seen the BBC verbal agreement push, but again, you don't know. You don't know.
That's a shame we didn't get him, man.
But Engels and Trusty, are we happy with Engels, Trusty, Ida? I mean, are these? I mean,
well, that's a group. That's a chat. I mean, there's
Valley.
There'll be 43 people in the chat. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm Mbappe.
Somebody said, I forgot how Joe Beautiful is. I haven't seen him for a while. Just put that on the screen there. 100%. Nice one, Ma. Ada just left the score against the Hunter Park area. Achieve a treble.
He'll do that, no bother, big man. Do that, no problem. Oh, but
are we happy, or is the next half an hour possibly going to be another few announcements, or we'll be fucking be like, you know what? They took
I thought we were done. Have we no finished?
Well, can you not announce players after?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I felt like the 11 o'clock thing was like you can't say anybody after 11. I think you couldn't announce anybody after 11. It's not like voting, is it? Or elections?
We always used to be. See, to be honest, Joe, I was so happy getting a load of cunts out of the club. Now, I didn't dislike these guys, but if they weren't going to do me and you and fucking the arseholes a job, then fuck off. Give peace, man. Eh? Stop annoying. Stop up my head. All I want is sell it. See every cunt that sell it. I want them there to fucking do the job. And the amount of guys we get out this fucking thing, I'm so happy with that. I mean, see, long term, I think we're looking in a good place. And it's amazing. It's funny, right? No, we're talking about going to Dortmund. And I tell the story. At my 40th, I took 30 fucking Tims to fucking Germany for my 40th. And I got them all ticket for the Dortmund game. And seeing the way back, that mean we were all blotto and that mean we all fucking went out in the thing. Seeing the Tuesday, fucking Brendan Rodgers fucked off for Leicester. I remember lying in my bed greeting.
No. That's a fucking double down, come down.
I wasn't in a good emotional place to accept it. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that guy who was hanging out for a bag of cans and Brendan Rodgers back? Aye, that was.
You were asking for Chardonnay, though. So the cops.
He's a ball away, my man.
It's all right, though. It's all right. He's done this before. Listen, I'm happy. I do think we may get a Luke McKeown announcement.
I'd be delighted if Luke McKeown for a whole load of reasons.
But listen, man, we're going into Sunday on the up and up. Like at the end of the day, like that's the overall positive vibe. Because like, it's not even like we're looking at it going like, you know what, we are primed to beat them. We're going like we're primed to beat most teams.
Right. So let's close it out, Joe, with that exact part. Right, are you good enough to talk to yourself for a second? I need to go and top up.
100%. I will keep moving forward. I will just ridicule cunts in the chat, which is really. I'm starting to enjoy this. That's who we got here. We got Peter Hughes. Good Peter Hughes. Great to get decent money for academy players. Is that Mickey Johnson? That's actually to get that money. Here's the thing with Mickey Johnson, right? I remember when me and Harper were out, I think it was the day we beat the Huns 5-1 at Abrax, right? Me and Harper were in Dublin, right? And we met a guy, and he was telling us he was the uncle of Mickey Johnson, young fella coming through at Celtic. And we ended up back in a pub in fucking O'Donoghue's and fucking in Bettystown and Meath. And saying, word is he's going to get his start. And I'm pretty sure Rodgers was the manager at the time. He would have been, it would have been the belly and all that scored at Abrax. And I were going like, well, this Mickey Johnson sounds good. And then he came through and he played, and it was almost like it was always like the touch paper never really lit. Things never really got going. And there's fucking certain times you go like, it's just not going to click for this guy. There was the fucking miss. It was at Hamden when he fucking probably should have scored. There was loads of fucking opportunities. It was just this thing that was never going to click. But see when he went to West Brom and he fucking shone down there, that was that. At that point, I was like, this guy could be a star somewhere else, right? And he deserves to be a star somewhere else because he does have a lot of natural ability, hunger. He clearly is a nice guy. He's clearly a good team player. And see to get that money for him, but let him go to a team where he was starring. It's the ultimate fucking kind of, well, you know what? On you go, fair play to you. You're back, Scott. What are you going to ask me? How are we going to close this out? My point was.
Right, so Sean, God bless him, what a guy. He's always fucking on my side. He says we've got additional 2 years to complete contracts. So there's Calvin. There it is. Yeah, I'll fling that up there. Sean, put it on the fucking chat so we can fling it up here. So we get 2 years to finalise deals. So it'd be good. If we get the boy on the line, I'm buzzing. Right, and I'll tell you, a thing I was worrying about the night was we never got the big deals done, the things that we needed in, and that would roll on to Sunday. So I would agree with everybody and say, fuck the board. Board are still a shout of wanker, Tory fucks. But the club's got this done right. We're fucking done right by the team. We're done right. We're looking good. Everybody's fucking sitting happy now. So we're going into Sunday. CCV's fucking ready to rock and roll. We brought a fucking... Nah, I mean, he's still using a fax. Brilliant. So, it's... Fucking hell. As I repeat constantly, I live my life in pessimism so I don't get hurt. But fuck me, I can't wait Sunday.
I am like you. I approach things with cynicism.
No. And nothing, Joe. The new away tap, the third tap.
Fucking. It is the Sam missile to the sky.
I think we're running up close here, but
I think we're juicing this lemon. We're adding too much cream to this latte. There's a call back at the start of the show.
Right. Anyway, if you want to close it off, we'll close it off.
You know what? I think you're right, though. Here's the thing. We're going into Sunday. Everybody's beaming. Things look like they're going forwards. Are people going to be happy? No. Constance will be pissed off. We've got the next 2 hours to see what's going to happen. If nothing happens, do you know what? I feel like we've done well. And I think going into Sunday, like I said before, I think we're seeing the evidence of Brendan Rodgers, like you say, pulling the standard up. And I just know, and you know this too, that whenever we get pressure on them, he's just sitting there going, make it 7. Make it 7. Let's get 7. I need 7. I want to be the guy who gets 7, right? And we're in the position now where he's going to go, he has the players to do it, right? And I just think that he's going to go into Sunday and go, fucking don't stop turning the screw. So, with that said, adios, arseholes. And we will talk to you next week. We'll have a full, hopefully a full contingent of maniacs here. And listen, enjoy yourselves on Sunday. If you're up and about on the Swally, doing your thing, be safe, be sound. And if you see any Huns about, just make sure you have a good old belly laugh. Right? Yeah, folks. Scott.
Peace out, brah.
Slán.